back still hear me? All right, super. First of all, I want to welcome everybody to our 22nd annual All-Star Game for Gold Country Senior Softball. It's a privilege to have everybody here tonight, and I want to welcome you all and thank you for supporting our league. There are some people I want to thank who, without this,
Live from Western Gateway Park in Penn Valley, California. Touchdown Productions, simply the best in local sports television, is proud to present the 22nd Annual Gold Country Senior Softball Association All-Star Games. Tonight, it's the North against the South as the All-Stars from Penn Valley take the field. It's the Senior All-Star Games right here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Western Gateway Park in Penn Valley for the 22nd Annual Gold Country Senior Softball All-Star Games, featuring some of the best senior softball players in the county. I'm Gil Dominguez along with Alan Barros. Joining us later will be All-Star Director Jim Keck. Our director today is Amori Horn, and the rest of the Touchdown Sports team has traveled to Penn Valley on a very mild summer's evening to showcase the best senior softball players in our area and watch them as they play the game that they love. And Alan, tonight's the big game that everyone looks forward to playing in each year.
And that's right, Gil. The players you'll see here tonight have been honored by their teammates to play in this game. And you can believe me when I tell you that it's a very special honor to be involved with this game and play in front of everyone in this league.
And our first game tonight will feature the 60 and over All-Stars.
And, of course, these guys range in ages 60 to 80, and these guys can still play the game. Many of them have the top batting averages and best stats on their teams, and their enthusiasm for the game will be clearly demonstrated tonight.
And immediately following that game, we'll feature the youngsters of the league, the 50 to 59-year-old All-Stars, in a matchup that you won't want to miss. But right now, let's take our attention down to the field where the introduction of the players is going on as we get ready for the national anthem and the opening game festivities. And we'll get to those underwriters as soon as we watch these opening ceremonies here as we turn to watch the South team coming on.
Dennis Cole from Taco Shell, Joel Guthrie from the Union, Ed Kirkley.
This is the best of the best, 60 to 69. Actually, it's 60 and over. So like Alan was saying, you'll see guys here well into their 70s, Alan, and what a testimony to their athletic prowess to still be able to play at this level.
Yeah, you always just good for these guys, keep in shape and stuff, always stay active, and something I hope to do as I do throughout the course of my life.
Well, you got about 30 years to go or more before you get to come out here and play with us. Hopefully you're back in the area by then. Alan Barros joining us for his final game of his career here at Touchdown Productions as he goes off to UNNR. Probably not his final game. He'll be back with us and stuff, but certainly your final regularly scheduled game.
Yeah, for a while at least. I mean, maybe I'll be back next summer if I'm in town or not. It all depends on what I decide to do and all that.
Who knows when our paths will cross again. Tony Martin coming out there, finally getting introduced.
Fred Martin and Kenny Puckett.
So now we'll have the presentation of the colors.
Tonight is going to be sung by Jack Kramer.
And our national anthem being sung by Jack Kramer, who also had that honor for the 4th of July parade in Grass Valley last year. So we've seen him perform this before. And now we'll pause for our national anthem after the flag being displayed out at second base. Beautiful evening here in Penn Valley. Like we said, mild summer day after that heat wave last week. We were out here playing last night in our game. Temperature's ideal for softball. And now here's Jack Kramer with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a beautiful rendition by Jack Kramer to highlight the opening activities here. And you know, Alan, it kind of makes me feel we wish had this pomp and circumstance every game.
Yeah, it was a good version of the national anthem right there.
Usually we just come out there and they throw a ball at us and say, where's your lineup? And away we go. So nice to see this tonight here as we begin the first of two games here on All-Star Day for the Gold Country Senior All-Stars. And while we get ready for the first pitch, let's remind everybody that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten today by Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. Hanson Brothers Construction specializes in residential and commercial site preparation, including earthwork, finish grading, and flood damage repair. So whether you need a house pad cut, septic tank system installed, or just some concrete in the backyard, Jeff Hanson and his crew will be there to assist you. Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals.
Mal Paint and Glass. The Mal family is celebrating 57 years of serving your paint and glass needs in Nevada and Placer counties, and they specialize in Pittsburgh paints and stains and every manner of painting accessories. And Jim Mal is proud to play in this year's All-Star Contest and play in the Gold Country Senior Softball League. That's Mal Paint and Glass.
That's right, Jimmy Mal. Don't let him pitch to you. Gold Country Senior Softball Association. It's time to get out of the house and get off the couch and play exciting senior softball in Penn Valley. Each year, 150 of your friends and neighbors join the league and play the game they love all summer long. It's a fun way to meet new people and, of course, get the exercise you need to stay healthy. You can reach the league through their website at gcssa@nccn or by email or regular mail. That's the Gold Country Senior Softball Association.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Plaza Tire is the official automotive repair facility of the Game of the Week. They keep the Commander up and running so you don't ever miss a single game. They get us in and out in a hurry, and Plaza Tire can get you in and out in a hurry as well. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Professional auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in local sports television. Thank you for joining us throughout the summer of sports as we present exclusive coverage of the 22nd Annual Gold Country Senior Softball Games as we get ready for the first pitch of two games. It's going to be exciting here tonight, Alan. Both of these teams want to kick each other's bottom all the way out to Highway 20 out there.
Yeah, not too long of a ways out there.
No, these guys can really put it out there. So first up is going to be Dennis Cole. He's going to hit it right back to the pitcher, Jack McLaughlan, and he throws it over to Selleck at first base for out number one.
Yeah, wasted no time there putting contact on that ball.
So Rick Wrangle, the batter now. batting .687 in the regular league. He's going to slap the ball out to right field. Bill Johnson, it's going to go all the way to the wall. Johnson's going to pick it up, throw the ball in. Rick's going to motor into third base, and he's going to have a triple.
Yeah, Rick showing why he has such a high batting average this season as he swings that first pitch. That ball rolls all the way out to the fence.
Yeah, Frank Seaman, second base, couldn't get a glove on it, went to his left, and that ball just rolled all the way out there, about 293 feet out to the right field pole. So you got to figure that's about 300 feet out there where he hit that ball and finally ended up. Next up is going to be Ken Puckett. Puckett with a man in scoring position, and he's going to send one out to left field. It's going to be bobbled a little bit, but Puckett's only be able to get to first as Wrangle scores from third for the South's first run of the day.
Next up is Joel Guthrie.
That's going to bring up Joel Guthrie, the lone representative from my team, the Union. Joel plays left field for us, and he'll be playing left field tonight as he calls time. This is a game of adjusting your fielders. A lot of these guys know exactly where they're going to hit the ball. They hit it there all the time, and so positioning is all part of it. And Joel's going to smack it out to center field. On his horse is Myron, and he's not going to be able to get it. It's going to go all the way to the fence. Ken Puckett's going to score easily from first base, and Joel goes in with a triple.
Yeah, the fielders, they put him in position right there, but Joel's able to put it into that gap where the fielders weren't and motor his way all the way into third base and pick up an RBI and a 2-0 lead for his ball club.
And that's really important in the game of softball, is putting it where they are not standing, and these good hitters, they can do exactly that. Next up is going to be Ed Kirkley, and Ed's going to take a strike right on the plate. McLaughlan not messing around as he throws that ball down. Oh, this one just short by about an inch. They start this with a 1-1 count, kind of speeds the game along. This is going to be a hit right over Seaman's head, and the run's going to score easily. Guthrie from third base, as Kirkley's going to have a single.
Man, the South team right here has been able to break out the bats after opening up the game with grounding out.
Yeah, a little ground out to start it off. Didn't look very good for him, Allen, but now they've punched across 3 runs. Normal rules will apply tonight with the 5-run inning, right? Right, so 2 runs to go. In senior softball, they have a 5-run rule. We call it a nickel. This one's hit way out there. Wilson over his head. This one's going to be a long way gone, and it's going to be a home run for Rich Smith, as he's going to tag 3, and the North team just kind of walks off the field. Big, powerful home run by Rich Smith to end the inning.
Yeah, you see the fence kind of, if you look at the fence line, it just kind of goes like straight across. It doesn't really curve around right there, so that ball was hit quite a ways.
It was hit quite a ways, and that's the danger out there at left field and left center field. That ball can roll and roll and roll and roll a long way. So at the end of the top half of the first inning, it's going to be the South 5 and the North coming to bat, and they've really dug themselves a hole already. So we're going to see a replay here, Allen, and we'll see the swing right here of that home run. Here it is, ball coming down.
Just powers it
Boom,
right there.
big swing.
Excellent swing.
Nice swing right there. As you can see, that ball's going to travel a long way. Going to go right over the
it goes over that
goes
Wilson.
over the tree right there. As you can see our cameraman battling to the tree, and you can see how far out they are. That's a good 300, 400 feet outside. So great start for the South Tree, a walk-off home run by Rich Smith, giving them the nickel, and then bringing up the North team. So that's going to bring up Jack McLaughlan.
McLaughlan hitting 620 on the year.
Yeah, you got to hit good in order to be in the All-Stars. Just another reason why I didn't make the cut this year.
Yeah, you saw them. They all hit good that first inning. We'll see how the North responds here.
They did, and these are the guys we play against each and every week, and that's why it's so tough for any team really to be dominant out here. There's so many good players. Oh, a little dribbler back to
That's Pape.
Pate on the mound pitching for the South. And so just like the last game, last inning I should say, 1-3 put out for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, you saw McLaughlan didn't get the contact he wanted on that afterwards. He kind of saw him come sigh after it. And
so up next is Frank Casparian. His team, the Tax Dodgers, won the first half of the league play. And happy to join us once again as a sponsor of this year's telecast. And he also goes 1-3 to Mel Pate.
Number 2, Mel Pate, made both outs in the inning.
So that's 2 down, and that's going to bring up Bobby Hanna.
We have Bobby Hanna coming up to bat. Bobby's batting .742 through the season.
Bobby coming up with a pretty big average, .742. That's got to be one of the highest ones in the league.
oh yeah, that's over 7 out of 10 times you get a hit.
Oh, big line drive catch by Tony over at third base. Tony Clark hauling in, 80 years old. Tony Martin at third base, 80 years old. If we got that on, yeah, we do. Here it is. Big line drive. You see Tony go right up to his left-hand side. 80 years old. Pull down that line drive, Alan.
Yeah, 1-2-3 inning right there as Mel Pate is able to pitch well right there, retire the 3 batters. And the South has an opportunity now to really extend this lead here in the second inning of play.
1, 2, 3 for the North. Did not look good there in that first inning. And it's not going to get any better for the North team as the South brings up Lathrop, Marshall, and Pape to begin their top of the second. Ball's going to go long for ball 1. That one's down for strike 2, so 2-2 the count. Harvey steps up. He's going to ground it over to short. Nice backhand there by Hanna. Picks it up, guns it over to first. Not in time! Selleck tried to dig it up out of the dirt, but a little bit too late as Harvey's got some speed along with that girth.
Yeah, it was a nice fielding play right there, but after he threw it, I didn't think it was going to be quite strong enough to make it. The throw was quite strong enough to make it to first in time.
Nice backhand, though, by Hanna, playing short, going to his right. Brings up Greg Marshall now. Greg slaps it into left field. Puckett picks it up. And that'll be a single for Marshall. So that's going to move Lathrop over to second base and bring up Mel Pate. Pape's first time at bat tonight, pitcher. He's going to slap it out to right field, one of those guys that goes the other way. You got to be able to spray the ball all around. Harvey's going to stop at third, not challenge the throw in, which is probably a good thing. So now 3 straight singles brings up Tony Martin. Just made the line drive catch at third base. Bases loaded. We'll see what Tony can do. Veteran of many years, Tony Martin. He's going to hit it over to Seaman. Seaman's going to pick it up. They're going to go for 2. And
I think they call him out. 1 run.
Yeah, they got him out, right. So it's a nice double play from Seaman to Hanna to Selleck. So Lathrop scores on the hit as Tony Martin hits into a double play.
Interesting hit ball.
Yeah, right, by Bob Scaletti.
Yeah, just kind of hit off the top of the bat, it looked like. Just kind of flew forever, then eventually dropped in front of Beavert and Seaman. They were both chasing for it.
So that'll go down as a base hit.
I didn't have Fred in there. This is Fred Martin, right? Yes. Next at bat, Fred Martin.
And Martin's going to hit it over to Seaman at second base. Not going to be able to get a handle on it, though, as Scaletti goes into second, and Martin's going to be on with a single.
And with 2 down and 2 runs in, we have Dennis Cole, top of the order, coming to bat.
So 2 down now. Tony Martin's double. And there's going to be a bloop single. And Bill Johnson's going to mishandle that one. And bases are going to be loaded now for Rick. And Rick Wrangle's going to be up. Bases loaded once again. So bases loaded situation. Last time this happened, Tony Martin hit into a double play. See what Rick Wrangle can do. He waits for that ball. Down the line! Hits the bag. It's going to be fair. One run's going to score. Here comes rounding third. The throw to home is going to be.
Calls him out.
It calls him out, right, in time. He's got to hit the bag. Did not hit the bag. He went over to the far side, hit dirt. And so that's going to be the third out of the inning.
Yeah, he got a fortuitous bounce there, which enabled one run to come in, though, on it.
So Marshall scores earlier. And the double play was Martin and Pate. And then we've got, fortunately, we're sitting next to the official scorekeeper. So we got Scaletti scoring. So that's 3 runs that inning. Okay. So Scaletti scores, and Wrangle hit the single, but ended the inning at home. Okay, so it's another 3 innings. So that's 8-0 now in favor of the South.
Yeah, the South pouring it on right now. North's got to wait. Got to break out the bats this inning. Can't afford to go down 1-2-3 again if they want to keep this ball game close.
Again, coming up to bat for the North All-Stars, Guy Selleck.
So that's going to bring up Guy Selleck. Guys, next inning we can start doing the mentions again. We'll just do them one at a time because these innings are going by pretty quickly. That ball sky high as Pape throws it up there.
Kind of looked like he threw it more straight up in the air there.
So Guy Selleck, the batter, he bounces it right into center field. Cole grabs the ball. He'll throw it into Wrangle.
Next at bat, Steve Burnett. Steve's batting .667 for the season.
Next up is going to be Steve Burnett. Veteran of the league. All these guys are pretty much veterans. Been around for years and years. They all know each other. Steve hits it right down the third baseline. That's going to be a base hit as Guthrie goes over to pick it up. Throws it into Puckett.
And we have Mike Henning coming to bat.
So they got a substitution there at third.
We have a substitute running, going in at second. Frank Casparian.
And that's gonna bring up Mike Henning as Burnett singles. Henning, long hit, way out to right field. Cole gets it though, throws it in. No runners are going to advance as Casparian goes in for Selleck to run.
And nicely hit ball there, just good position by Dennis Cole.
So that's going to be one down.
Myron at bat.
That's going to bring up Myron Pritchett. Pritchin. Mm-hmm. Myron set. Got 2 men on now. Can do something here for the North squad.
Looking for him to go line drive up the middle.
You want to go over there and get your headset on? And there's your microphone right over there. Joining us will be Mr. Jim Keck. Nice hit by Myron as the throw's going to come home. It's going to be not in time. Hit the plate. Going to come all the way back to the backstop. Burnett's going to travel over to third as Myron goes into second. So Burnett goes into third
Scored by the North All-Stars.
as Selleck comes around. Just turn it on. Turn it on. There,
Okay, how's that?
that's better.
All right, perfect.
Let's
Thanks,
open
guys.
up. Let's open up mic 3, guys. Give him a little audio there as Jim Keck joins us.
Thank you.
And nice hit there into that gap.
Yep.
Well, Frank Seaman knows how to hit the ball, and he's going to knock in 2 runs right here as Pritchin comes in.
Yep, that was well struck by Frank. He knows the money ball when he sees it. It was right in the good location. He just stroked it in the gap and puts 2 more RBIs on his total.
It's going to bring up Billy White Shoes Johnson, although he's got the black ones on tonight.
Yeah, well, Bill Johnson's a dangerous hitter. You can look for him to go up the middle right side.
And it's just straight up the middle there, as Frank's going to go all the way to third, and that's one thing you got to watch with Seaman. He's got a lot of speed out there.
Well, it's a real asset to have wheels on the base path like that, no doubt about it. You're going to make sure the runners go from first to third. You get the merry-go-round going, and that's how you score runs in this game.
Well, they need a nickel right now, Alan, because they've been outgunned 8-0 here in the first inning and a half.
Yeah, 5 runs on the board would really help them out a lot.
And this is going to be a long fly out to Guthrie in left field.
Right. And Mel Pate, the pitcher, wanted to ask the umpire if the runner at third left too early, but the umpire was right on top of the umpire, being Jack Bacon. He watched the play all the way, so it's a run scored.
So Seaman scores from third base, and Johnson goes over to second.
Tough to handle.
Swarthow hits the ball. Johnson's going to go to third.
Right. I think that was Ted Bivert.
Yeah, put that up above. Don't cross out Tony. Just put Ted up above there because they're switching off right there.
Right. Here comes Bob. Now, Bob's a very cagey hitter. He's an adept tournament player. He knows these pressure situations, and you look for him to go up the middle, maybe right side, see if he can't get those runners around.
So here comes Swarthow. He's going to hit it right up the middle. Base hit. Johnson's going to score from third base.
Puts 5 on the board. That's a nickel.
And there's their nickel, so they do not get the 3 outs this inning. As Swarthow brings in the 5th run. And so at the end of 2 innings complete, we have the South 8 and the North getting their nickel, going to 5. This NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by the Union Newspaper and the Lake Wildwood Independent. The Union Newspaper is your local source for news of Nevada County, with updates throughout the day at theunion.com. Their weekly sections on health, education, lifestyles, and community events always keep you up to date. And, of course, their sports section is a must-read to keep track of all the local teams. The Union Newspaper, keeping our community informed and entertained since 1864.
Frank Casparian Tax Service. Frank Casparian is a professional and enrolled agent serving your tax needs in Nevada County for 22 years. Frank's knowledge of all the local and current federal tax codes means he has the answers for your family and your business, and Frank is proud of the Tax Busters senior softball team on their first place finish in the first half of the 2006 season. Frank Casparian Tax Service.
As we get ready here for top of the 3rd inning action, we've got an 8-5 ball game. Both teams getting a nickel so far, but it's the South that's been pounding the ball just like that out to left field, where Bill Wilson pulls in the ball. Ken Puckett, long single for him after his triple in the first inning, so he's 2 for 2 today, and that brings up Joel Guthrie, who tripled in that first inning as well, as the South went off to a big 5-run lead. This one's going to be a pop-up out to Johnson, center field, pulls it in, no advance by the runner. And I get to play with Bill on Saturday, see him do that all the time. It's usually an automatic out when it goes to Bill.
Yeah, it looks like the South squad's kind of cooled off now over this inning, last course.
Well, that can happen in this game. We've seen it where, you know, somebody gets a couple nickels and then they cool off and the other team comes back.
Yeah, the way it looks like the game's being played, no lead's really safe. You know, it can go really back and forth.
No lead is safe. That's true, Alan, because you can come back with 5 runs, hold them, and then get another 5 runs. And then in the final inning is an open inning, and you have to make 3 outs there. Ed Kirkley, the batter now, he's going to take ball 4, and he will go to first base with our first walk of the day.
Draws the first walk of the game. And we have Rich Schmidt up at the bat.
So that's going to bring up Rich Schmidt. Hit a home run in the first inning. This one's going to be just a hit up the middle. Kirkley, though, rounding third. He's going to score all the way. No, excuse me, that's Puckett scoring. Kirkley's going to be held up at third from first base. So the scout on the board again as Schmidt singles. And that's going to bring up Harvey Lathrup.
Harvey singled his last time up and ended up going on to score a run.
Yeah, he did. Harvey's another one of these veteran players, also plays in the basketball league. Likes to stay in shape, as you can see. He's a big guy. He's going to pop this one up. It's going to go out of bounds into somebody's windshield.
Yeah, luckily he'd hit that fence there before it did that.
Dangerous place to park your car over there. If you ever come watch a game here, do not park over by the fence.
Yeah, I always try to park as far away as possible when we go to these baseball games.
Well, especially with the way some of these sluggers line up, I'll tell you. We've got some guys who can hit the ball a long ways.
And Harvey's one of them. So Harvey didn't get up till the second inning. Here he is again in the third. Slaps it on the ground. So a little bit ahead of the ball there.
And that's going to mean a foul out for Harvey. Not exactly what he was planning on.
Right. So foul out, which means that last hit had to be fair. It wasn't fair.
Correct.
And that'll be the second out of the inning.
Correct.
Guys, I need a little bit more audio on
all right. Nice hit. 5-6 hole right there.
Greg Marshall, the batter.
Kirkley scores on Marshall's single. Stepping up to the plate, the pitcher, Mel Pate.
And that's going to bring in Kirkley from third base.
Right.
As Schmidt goes over to third. Lathrop flied out, and so Marshall will be at first, and that's going to bring up Mel Pate.
Right. And, the offense right now at this time definitely wants to pile the runs on if possible. Defense wants to try to get outs because they need to get back up to the plate and get their nickel next inning.
Pop up, center field. Johnson underneath it, calls it, brings it in for out number 3.
Yep.
So Pate flies out to Johnson
Right.
for the third out. That's going to end the inning, but not before the South scores 2 more runs and pushes their lead to 10-5.
It was at the end of the third inning.
And, of course, this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Stuckey Jewelers. If diamonds are a girl's best friend, then Stuckey Jewelers is where the best friend goes to shop. With on-site jewelry repair, insurance appraisals, and jewelry cleaning, and a selection of wedding sets, it's no wonder that Stuckey's has been around since 1904, celebrating its 102nd year of service to you in Nevada County. Stuckey Jewelers, proud to be a team sponsor of Gold Country Senior Softball.
Gallup Construction Incorporated. Owner Greg Gallup is a local general contractor serving Nevada County since 1978, and he specializes in the design and building of custom residential homes and office buildings. Greg also specializes in complete redesign of your kitchen and bath, your home's most valuable areas. Greg's also proud to sponsor a team in this year's Gold Country Softball Association. That's Gallup Construction Incorporated.
Yeah, one of the many great teams here is the Gallup team. As we start third inning action, this one's going to be popped up. Dennis Cole underneath it.
Now coming to bat.
Pulls it in for the first out. And that's going to bring up Frank Casparian. Frank ground out to the pitcher in his first at bat, so he's probably looking to do something better than that this time. Slaps that first pitch, though, out to center field as Cole gets it.
And helping his team's cause there as well, as his North squad has a mountain to climb as they're down by a lot of runs at this point of the ball game.
Yeah, it's an 8-5 ball game, 10-5, excuse me.
One man off.
Bottom of the third inning.
Yeah, they can definitely use that nickel right now as they can have a chance to tie things up.
Well, they need a nickel right now, and I'm sure they were saying that in the dugout. Let's go get our nickel. But in order to get a nickel, you need base runners, and so Hanna's up to bat right now. He'll take ball 2, ball 3. As Pape gets set, here's the pitch. Steve Reich right on the plate.
Counts now 3-2.
Jack Bacon, home base umpire, and Heffern Ortiz out on second base. Slap, center field. Cole underneath it. It's going to pull it in. So this is the all Cole inning so far.
Come on, Smiley.
Yeah, Dennis has been solid out there in that right center field position this evening.
Batting a hefty .714.
So Guy Selleck steps up to the plate now, left-handed hitter, hitting .714. And Lathrop's going to be sure to have a beat on this as he's playing right field. This ball's going to go up the middle, though, past Wrangle. Cole's going to get it, bring it in, as Casparian advances to second base, and Selleck is on with a single.
Yeah, Guy Selleck has always been one of the most dangerous hitters, Gil, because he has the uncanny ability to find the open spot, make sure the ball gets there, and gets that runner going in those right direction towards home plate.
And one of the few left-handers also in the league.
Right. He's got a world championship ring to his credit, along with many quality tournament victories.
Well, he's got a substitute runner out there in Hannaha as Burnett hits over to short. Puckett picks it up. Easy dish over to Wrangle for the force, and that's going to end the inning.
Good job by Kenny there.
With the score remaining 10-5, I'd like to take this opportunity.
So score remains the same right there as that North squad couldn't mount up the offense in that inning.
So no runs on one hit, for the North team. And get a little iris up in the shade right there, because that's a good view of the dugout. Inside the dugout there, you want to get a dugout view of what it's like to play with us here in the senior softball team. That's it on camera 3, as we're hanging out a lot in those dugouts. Big crowd out here tonight to enjoy the festivities.
Third base, Tony Martin.
As Tony Martin comes to bat here, and unable to get it, though, and as what happens sometimes here in the senior league, if you don't get that ball when you're trying to go for it, it's going to go all the way to the fence, and Wrangle's going to have a home run.
Yeah, Myron there, looked like he was in good position for a good hustle by them, gets the glove out. Unfortunately, just kind of ball escaped, got past him.
It looked like it died right there as it was coming down into his glove, because you're right, it did look like he had a good position on it and a good jump on it, but then it just kind of died right in front of him. He was already committed to making that catch and then unable to do it. So that's 3 runs so far this inning as the South continues its dominance of the North. An opposite scenario of our own very Civil War.
And on Puckett's single.
So Puckett's going to go to first base on a single as the South starts the merry-go-round all over again. After that bases clearing home run by Wrangle, 3-run homer. That Myron was just not, Myron Pritchin, just unable to get, slap right back to McLaughlan. Let's pick it up, throw it over to Selleck.
Yeah, good quick glove there by McLaughlan. Gets that ball that was hit pretty hard right there, stops it right in his tracks to make the final out.
Yeah, and you got to play it that way as well when you're out there on the pitching mound. You're only 50 feet away, and some of these guys can hit the ball very, very hard. So that's going to allow us to catch our breath right here, Alan. We've seen a lot of action in 3.5 innings.
Yeah, well, that's 14 runs put on the board, or 13, by the South. Right there as they broke out the bats through 3.5 innings of play, and good high-scoring ball game on our hands. As, of course, that's probably what you expect to see, though, out here.
Well, it could go either way. We played a game last night, and we'll see a game replay right here of that catch right back to McLaughlan. Oh, no.
This is the homer.
This is the homer, okay.
So, yeah, Rick Wrangle at the plate. Good, nice swing by him. You see, here comes Myron Pritchin trying. You see there the ball just kind of dove right in front of his glove. Myron in good position. Now all he can do about that, then it just rolls 100 or feet or so behind him, and that's all she wrote right there. 3 runs come in to score, and it's 13-5 in favor of the South.
Right, big hit, nice hit, but Pritchin unable to get a glove on it, creating that home run opportunity. This is going to be a ground ball over to Puckett. who throws it to Martin for the out. So Kirkley goes down on the 6-3 putout.
Byron's batting .629 for the season. Playing out left center field tonight.
That was a Henning that made that out. Got to flip the book over. Pritchin, the batter now. He's going to hit it over to shortstop as well for the 6-3 putout. So hitting on the first pitch here, the North team looking a little desperate as they try to get something going, Alan, and they're biting right on that first pitch, not making Pape work very hard at all out there.
Yeah, they're down by 8 runs, so it's going to take a couple innings of good work to try to get back in this game and good defensive stops. So they really need to break out the bats, and looks like they're starting to take the chances here in the second half of this ball game.
Seaman takes strike one, now ball one. That's going to make it a 2-2 count. 2 down here in the bottom of the fourth. Pape delivers. Seaman hits it right through the hole at shortstop. That's going to be a base hit for him as Guthrie picks up the ball, brings it in to the infield. But Frank's going to stay there at first base with a single. That's going to bring up Billy Johnson.
We have 2 down and a man on first.
So Johnson, with 2 down here, trying to spark a 2-out rally and get the North a nickel for only the second time this game. This is going to be a pop-up over to Guthrie, though, and he's going to haul it in for an easy 3rd out.
Yeah, ball looked to be hit pretty well and looked like it had some promise on it, but kind of was hit right to where Guthrie was. He didn't have to do much to get himself in position for that, as that just kind of flew right into his glove.
Well, that's a lot like I was saying before. A lot of this game is positioning. And when you can have good positioning like that with the hitters, and these guys, play each other all the time, then you know where they're going to hit the ball. And so it sometimes it makes it easier for them to be right there where the ball's going to be hit.
And the South defense has just done a great job at being in great position, as they've had 2 straight shutout innings.
Well, a couple 1, 2, 3 innings, and that's not what you want if you're the North team, because they needed some runs, and now they've given the South another opportunity. And to
Ed Kirkley.
begin that is going to be Ed Kirkley.
And Ed is starting the lineup with guys behind him who can hit the ball. So
Ed's going to pop it up out there to Johnson.
He's pretty disappointed with that shot, I guarantee it, Gil.
Yeah, but Johnson is happy with it.
Anytime you get an out against Ed Kirkley or this next guy, Rich Smith, you're doing pretty good. And then, of course, you got Harvey on deck. Just look at the guns on that guy.
Big hit out to center field. That one's going to get past Marvin's going to go all the way to the fence. It's going to bounce off the fence as Schmidt's going to go in for a double. So he's homered, singled, and doubled.
Uh-oh. Here comes the cycle. Just needs a triple.
In tonight's game.
Run for Rich Schmidt. Coming to the bat is Harvey Lathrup.
So Harvey Lathrop comes up to bat. Singled in the 2nd inning, flied out in the 3rd, up here in the 5th. And he's going to take ball 2. Start with the 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Harvey smacks it deep. Going back, way back is Wilson. It's going to go over his head. Harvey's motoring into second. Harvey's going to go in for 3. Is he going to try and stretch it? He is. Here comes the throw. It's cut off. It won't be in time. Home run, Harvey Lathrop.
Yeah, Harvey, one of the bigger guys out there, so you definitely expect that big bat from him, and he's just putting on a great hitting show tonight.
That's right.
Also got great speed out there.
Yep.
So another home run for the South team. 2-run homer for Harvey Lathrop, and that's going to bring up number 9, Greg Marshall.
And here's another look at that. Just excellent swing right there by Lathrop. Puts it way over the head of Bill Wilson as he goes stretching for that. Ends up rolling way behind him. And that's all she wrote as he drives in a couple runs, and the Souths extended their lead.
North has their work cut out for them next time they get up to the plate.
This one hit the short sharply. Hannaha picked it up, not in time, over to Selleck, who drops the ball. Ball's going to go past the line. And, well, they should give him another base. or maybe they stopped it before it went past the line.
Yeah, Jack was out on that, so I think he saw that play and realized it didn't cross the line.
Now coming to the plate, pitcher Mel Pate.
Okay, so Marshall's on base with a sharp hit out to Hannaha. Throw not in time, and Mel Pate comes up to the plate. He's going to smack it. This one's going to go into center field.
And these are textbook lessons on how to score runs in slow pitch softball.
Third baseman Tony Martin.
It's all about getting the proper trajectory and getting that ball past the infielders, keeping those runners moving.
Tony Martin now, our 80-year-old All-Star. Is that what he is, 80?
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable line drive catch just a couple innings ago.
Tony Martin is one of the most inspirational guys I've ever met.
Remember we played with him 2 years ago.
Yep, I do, Gil. I've always told myself when I grow up I want to be just like Tony.
And he's going to drop one in for a single this time as the fielders were playing him deep.
Yep, they have to.
And respecting his power, and he pops one right there, Alan, and gets a base hit on it.
Yeah, loading up the bases for this South squad. They've just been dominant tonight at the plate.
So we got Marshall at third, Pape at second, Martin at first, and up is Bob Scaletti. Bob hits it out to right field. That's going to be another base hit. He's going to round first and look, but no go as Selig gets the cutoff ball, and Marshall's going to score from third. So the bases remain loaded as everybody moves up 60 feet, and that's going to bring up Fred Martin. Left-hander. Playing for the Penn Valley Mini Storage team this season. That's another one of the fun things is you get to play for the different teams each year and get to know a lot of the guys and play with the guys as they get to play on different teams as well.
That is definitely a one. Oh, almost. He should have had that.
Well, that was a foul ball, but they're going to, or they're calling it fair.
Yeah.
And 2 runs are going to score as Martin crosses the plate, motoring home from third base.
Right.
So Pape and Martin score, and that's going to be another nickel.
That's it.
That's 5 runs.
And getting back to your point, that's one of the benefits of this league is every year you're on a different team. And I want to encourage all the folks out there watching this that if they want to be a part of this league, that it's possible. We include all people that are 50 and over, so come on down.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. Matter of fact, in the league is sponsoring the telecast tonight, Jim, and that's one of the things I wrote in the copy is how much fun it is. And I know I was telling you at the beginning of the season, this is the third year that I get to play on your team with you. Kind of unusual to get to play with somebody for 3 years in a row.
It is. Well, I keep asking for you, Gil.
But also on our team this year is Jerry, and that's the second time I've gotten to play with him.
Right.
And Tony Martin, we got to play with that very first season.
Right.
And what a great guy he is to get to know, and just loves the game of softball. And
well, you figure with 10 teams, you're going to have 120 to 130 guys out here who would
plus
otherwise
the Saturday teams.
Yeah, plus the Saturday team. So we've got a lot of folks with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of energy going on in Gold Country Senior Softball.
So that's going to bring up Bill Wilson now, and he's going to hit a single over to shortstop, and it's going to go all the way into left field. He'll stop at first base, though.
Yeah, he'll definitely let the guys behind him. Right now, the North team needs runs, and they need to be too careful. They can't have runners getting put out on bases needlessly. They can't make mistakes. They need to just keep the runners moving and score a nickel and then come back and try to hold the South team.
Well, they need at least a nickel here if they have any hopes.
Yep.
This is a big pop-up out to Guthrie. He's going to track it down. He's going to haul it in just like he does for us on the Union team.
Yep.
Ball comes in.
Joel's 66 out there and still makes it look pretty easy, doesn't he?
Yeah, nice strong throw by him as well right there to get it in.
Yep.
Prevent him from advancing past second base.
Yep.
66 years old, Alan. Come back and play with us.
Yeah, maybe someday they'll open up a senior football league or something when I'm that age.
Well, I don't know about that. I get sore enough just running the bases out here. Usually takes me a day to recover. Jimmy takes it only about 2 hours. Hot shower and he's ready to go.
Ready to go.
That's going to bring up Bob Swarthout. As he's
Crunched it.
Crunched it over the head. Right field is going to go all the way to the fence and bounce over for a ground rule double.
Yep.
Ground rule double by Bob Swarthout.
Nice, nice, nice. The ball's traveling pretty well tonight, so that.
Yeah, that was at least 300 feet away out there to
Yeah.
dead center field.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. The 50s game, the next game after this is definitely going to be a smashing game. I'll tell you, it's going to be nothing but shots.
And here's another look. See Swarthout get some wood on it. Boom, line drive for him. Going way back. That's Kirkley back there. Bounces over that fence, ground roll double. Runner comes in to score.
Right in front of our lift out there in center field. Daniel Allen manning that camera. This one's going to go out to center field. Picked up by Kirkley as Wilson comes across to score.
Now one of our sponsors,
Oh, running for Swarthout.
Tax Dodgers, stepping up to the plate, Frank Casparian.
Here's Casparian.
So what did Wilson do? Did he score already? Oh, he already scored.
He takes a ball.
So that's going to bring up Casparian now. Casparian's going to dribble it out to Wrangle. Wrangle not going to be able to grab it, though, and he's going to be on. Tough hit out there. Wrangle going to his left. Can't wrangle it down.
Batting third, coming to the plate for the North All-Stars, playing shortstop, Bobby Hanna.
So we got one down now. Bobby Hanna.
We have one down and 2 men on.
Hanna over to Martin doing the dance. They're doing the dance. He's just going to tag the base. Looks like a bullfighter out there. He's going to tag him out. Wouldn't let him tag him out. And so Martin
Stared down Jack McLaughlan for a minute.
just steps on the bag for the force. So that's an unassisted out right there for number 2.
Bat is Guy Selig.
And that's going to bring up Guy Selig. Hanna on the fielder's choice. Selig up the middle. Wrangle pitches it easily over to second base to Puckett, who's covering second for the third out.
And that's the third out.
Yeah, Wrangle right there made a good play with the glove. Just was able to toss it over effortlessly for the final out.
At the end of the 5th inning, 18.
So that's going to bring up Burnett, Henning, and Pritchin when we come back.
To ask you all that
And so now it's going to be the South's turn, who's just got a commanding lead right here, 18-7, Allen.
Yeah, so as you were mentioning, though, in this final inning of play, it's open, so each team can score unlimited number of runs. Well, can the South still score unlimited number of runs even though they have the lead?
That's correct. You still got to get them 3 outs. So they're not the home team. If they were the home team, then they would just, of course, just have to get 3 outs. Are we going 7 tonight? Okay, we're going 7 innings, Duckett. So adjust your scoreboard for that. That's fine.
made some nice plays out in center field.
And up it now is Dennis Cole. He's going to hit it out to, a little bit of confusion out there between Johnson and Pritchin as Johnson was coming over for it. Looked like he had a bead. And actually that's Casparian out there in left field now.
Solid legs, Dennis Cole, take him all the way to third base.
So Cole going to get a triple on that
Coming up to bat is Rick Wrangle.
here in the 6th inning. It's going to bring up Rick Wrangle. Scored in the first, hit a single, hit a home run. Up again here. Slaps this one out to right field. It's going to go down the line, and it's going to get past Henning all the way down to the fence. Wrangle could have his 2nd home run. He's rounding 3rd right now. They're going to send him. Here comes the score. Selig's got the ball, throws it at home. Not in time! Wrangle, home run!
Yeah, showing why he's selected to this team this year. 2nd homer of the game. He's gotten a hit on it all 4 times up to bat tonight.
You cannot get Wrangle out when he hits the ball like that. That speed of his, after the triple by Cole, brings home another 2 runs to pad the South lead.
Now coming up to bat is Ken Puckett.
That's going to bring up Ken Puckett right now. He's going to single, so the hitting barrage continues, Allen, for the South.
Yeah, the North hasn't been able to do anything to keep the South bats at bay tonight, as they've picked up 20 runs on the evening.
Well, sometimes, you know, that's what happens, you know, in this league. Even though on any given night the various players can hit it, as Guthrie hits this one back straight to the pitcher. No play for nobody there as Hannaha comes in from short. Puckett already was going to be at first because the ball was knocked down by McLaughlan. It lost a lot of power going over to Hannaha.
Now batting, Ed Kirkley.
So that's going to bring up Kirkley now. Singled, walked, and flew out to left. This one's going to be a shot out to right field. Johnson's going to get it on one hop, bring the ball in. Everybody advances 60 feet, and we'll start. Oh, the ball gets away. Burnett backs it up at third. Nobody advances.
That single, we have the bases loaded. And coming to the plate, Rich Schmidt.
So that's going to bring up Rich Schmidt now.
Rich is batting .660.
Schmidt playing a good game tonight. Home run, single, and a double, 3 for 3.
So he can hit for the circuit if he gets a triple right here. And that one's going to go past Burnett at third. It's going to go out to left field. Pyron's going to go mishandle the ball. Run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And they'll hold everybody there as Schmidt gets a double.
We have 2 runs in with Harvey Lathrop coming to.
So that's 2 more runs.
And Harvey back up to bat. Of course, he's having a great night.
4 runs have scored so far this inning, so South looking to get themselves another nickel. 2 runners on. Lathrop smashes it out to left field, and that's going to be the nickel right there. As everybody takes their base, and the nickel is recorded as Kirkley scores.
Once again, the South team scores 5 runs. In the middle of the 6th inning.
Top of the order, really performing for the South team as Lathrop singles to score the nickel, and we've got 23-7. A blowout game here for the South, but a hitting display of power for the South team.
Yeah, we've seen several home runs by them on the evening. They just, you see how many, let's see, we got.
The top 5 batters have scored 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 runs in the top 5, and the bottom 5 has been responsible also. The bottom of the order right here, all hitting in the 5th inning. Schmidt, Lathrop, Marshall all scored. Pate, Tony Martin. So really the whole lineup is hitting for the South.
Well, that's what you expect from an all-star squad, though, of course.
Speaking of food, don't forget the concession stand.
So that's going to bring up Steve Burnett now. And the North, I mean, what can you say? They need a nickel right here, and then they need some magic in the open inning. And Burnett's going to start it off with a single out on a 1 bounce hop out to Guthrie.
Yeah, he got that bounce when he hit it just in time, because it looked like it was going to be hit right into the glove of Guthrie.
Right, the ball just kind of died right in front of him.
Playing right field and stepping up to the plate is Mike Henning.
So Mike Henning steps into the box now. He'll have a chance to move the runner along, and that's exactly what he does. And I've seen this happen a lot before. Suddenly one team starts hitting, might be a little bit too little too late for the North team. The most they can do here is score 5 runs, which would make it 23-10. But that still would put them in better position for the final inning, which is an open inning, meaning you have to get 3 outs. So Pritchin up to bat now. He's going to hit it out there to second base to Wrangle. Wrangle picks it up. He's going to score the easy put out to Puckett for the force.
Yeah, Wrangle kind of bobbled at the beginning. If he would have got it cleanly right at the beginning, he would have had a chance for a double play.
Seaman coming to the plate.
So Pritchin's on a fielder's choice. Burnett motors over to third base, and that's going to bring up Seaman. 2 singles for him tonight. Not too many at-bats for the North team. They've had trouble getting runners on and getting through their lineup. Only the 3rd time batting for Seaman in 6 innings. So that tells you how anemic the play has been, as Seaman awaits the pitch. Little grounder. It's going to be a nubber over to third. Bivette picks it up. Burnett does not go past the commit line, though, and goes back to third safely. Heads-up play by Burnett coming down the field. Saw that
Well, we have the bases loaded with that little single by Frank.
Yeah, good.
Bevert was going to capture the ball, decided not to run. Very heads-up player saw that he had not passed the commit line, which is the line where you have to go past it to first.
Bill Johnson with a 671.
So Seaman with the full swing bunt, getting on at first, and that's going to bring up Bill Johnson. Oh, line drive right over to Fred Martin. So that's 2 outs there as Wilson steps up to the plate now. Bases are loaded. Good opportunity for the North team, but they need to punch across a couple runs. There's a single right up the middle. That's going to score Burnett. Around third base comes Myron. And Myron's going to score for the second run. Finally, after 3 innings, North able to post 2 runs, Alan.
Yeah, they got it. They needed some runs badly as they were shut out for quite some time. Getting some here and put himself in better position for the next inning.
So that's going to put Seaman at second base. And big hit by Bivert out to Guthrie.
Nice third out catch by Joe Guthrie.
And that will end the inning there.
The 7th inning with the score 23-9 in favor of the South.
For the North team, as they are able to only punch across 2 runs.
This inning is an open inning, so there is
And that makes it 23-9.
All-Stars to come back.
And the way the South's been playing here with this open inning, who knows how many they can pick up this inning. And here's another replay.
Of that
That ball's
catch.
hit by Beaver deep into left field. You see going back for that. Past the tree, we got Joel Guthrie extending with his left hand right there. Gets the glove up for the final out of the inning.
Yeah, we'll have to have him prune that tree next year for us when we come out here. Or move the commander maybe a little bit to the right.
Now stepping up to the plate, Greg Marshall.
So Greg Marshall up to bat, middle of the lineup for the South. Middle of the lineup has been pretty productive in the 2nd and the 5th inning. As here we're in the open inning, and he's going to start the inning with the single to left. As Bill Johnson playing rover, they were playing him to left, had 3 fielders over there, and he still gets the single. So you see the shift right there where the right center fielder came over to play short. Right. So that's going to bring up Mel Pate with Marshall on first. Open inning here in the 7th. Big lead by the South as this one's going to go over Casparian's head. It's going to roll all the way into the fence. Here comes Marshall rounding third. Here comes Pape. The throw is going to be off target. And Pape gets a home run.
Man, this South just pouring it on, showing no mercy with the 16-run lead they have at the moment.
No, they're not going to lay down for nobody. This is their chance to shine in the All-Star game, and they are definitely taking advantage of it as Tony Martin gets up. He's going to hit it right back to McLaughlan for the first out of the inning. That's going to bring up Bob Scaletti.
Bob Scaletti's at the plate with Fred Martin on deck.
So Tony Martin not having his normal game that we've seen him play, but still contributing defensively and offensively as Scaletti comes to bat, has 2 singles, and flied out to right field. This one's going to be hit up the middle. Hanna's no chance to get it on his left-hand side. Picked up in left field by Casparian. And so that will be a single. So bases clearing home run by Pate, scores 2 runs so far this inning as Fred Martin comes up to bat now with a runner at first, and he'll take ball 2. Remember, they start with a 1-1 count. This is a little grounder over to first, picked up by Scaletti. Over to Hannaha, in time for the force of Scaletti. So that'll be a 3-6 with Martin getting on the fielder's choice. And we got top of the order right now with Dennis Cole.
Yeah, Dennis playing real solid tonight. Good job out there in the outfield. Couple hits, triple, 2 singles on his total.
Hit back to the pitcher to start the game, so he's 3 for 4 tonight. Any night I can go 3 for 4, I'll buy it. This one over the head of Seaman. Out to right field where Johnson lives for the base hit, and everybody will move up 60 feet. So here comes Mr. Home Run now. Rick Wrangle, a single, 2 home runs.
Yeah, his last two acts will be hard to follow.
2 singles, 2 home runs. He's 4 for 4. And he's going to hit this one out to right field. Seaman gets his hand on the ball, can't deliver. Oh! Throws it over to Selleck, who's not looking. Hits him right in the head and knocks off his hat. Ball rolls into the side of the fence, but time is called as everyone wants to go out now and take a look at Guy Selleck. Seaman did not know that he wasn't looking, bobbled the ball, picked it up, still tried to get the runner at first. We'll see it again here on replay.
You see Wrangle right there, not the usual hit he's had tonight. Bobbled by Frank Seaman right there as it takes him a while to get a hold of the ball.
Now
finally gets to it. Right here, you see he throws it from on his knees. See Guy Selleck not looking.
Had already given
right
up
there
on the ball. Right, and then nice throw by Seaman. Hits him right in the head as the ball bounces off. Knocks off his hat. Selleck's okay, though. He's a tough guy. Gets a big hug from Seaman, and we'll continue ball here at Gateway Park.
Yeah, what happened on that play really was that he'd already reached base by the time Seaman let go of the ball to throw it.
Right, and Selleck had given up on the play, didn't think there was going to be a throw. And Seaman, knowing Frank, he plays it all the way to the end. You know, he's still going to try and get you.
Coming to the plate, left fielder Joel Guthrie. Deb, how many outs? Got 2 outs, top of the 7th, 2 men on.
So Martin scored and Cole scored on the hit by Puckett. And so Wrangle is at second base. And he's going to score as Puckett goes into third base. And Guthrie has a single. So the water keeps on pouring in as Puckett goes to third. Guthrie goes to first on the single, and that's going to bring up Kirkley. 5 runs scored this inning, 2 down in a 2-out rally by the South as they continue to pound the North here, Allen, in game 1.
Yeah, no mercy showed by them. The North is going to have their work cut out next inning.
I'm going on record right now saying that it's over for the North. South in danger of setting a new league record for runs. I want to say we scored 32 on a Saturday, and I thought that was pretty high, and right now they're at 29. As Schmidt is up to bat now. Guthrie moves over to second, and Puckett has scored. And so they're going to walk Ed. They're going to walk Schmidt. Second walk of the game. And that's going to bring up Harvey Lathrop. Harvey singled last time to end the inning and give the South team, it's nickel. As Harvey booms one out over the head of, no, that's not Wilson now, that's Myron out there. And Harvey's going to be rounding third, and he's going to come all the way in. It's going to be a home run for Lathrup. Grand slam home run.
Second one of his total day, and what you were saying, the South now, they've broken that 32 runs that you were talking about just a couple minutes ago. They got 33 to their total.
Could be an all-time league record for scoring. We'll have to check the stats on that, but certainly has to be in the top 5 for scoring in one game, as everybody has scored in this 7th inning, open inning, as we start the book all over again with Greg Marshall, who mercifully, where did he hit that ball?
He hit it right to first baseman. Guy Selleck unassisted put out.
Okay.
And
33 to 9.
Yeah, running out of room on the scoreboard brought by the league.
Right, she ran out of room. It only goes to 30. I know that because we scored 32 earlier this season. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-run 7th inning after a 5-run 6th. And look at that line score, Alan. 5, 3, 2, 3, 5, 5, and 10. Add it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's 33 runs for the South. And I'd say it's good night, North team.
Yeah, the Norths, they're going to need a quarter if they want to win this game, not the nickel that we've been talking about over the last few innings of play.
Well, there you go. They're going to have to cash it in and get the whole quarter. 5 nickels. They would have to bat around, I'd say at least 3 times in order to get this. So stick a fork in them. I think they're done. But you never say die in this game as Bob Swarthout comes to the plate. And that's got to be a little disheartening for the North All-Stars, all of them good players, to be embarrassed like this. 33 to 9 as Swarthout shows why he's an All-Star. He's going to hit that one all the way to the fence.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the North, they're playing for the pride right now of being out here in this All-Star game.
Well, certainly if they could get a few runs here and narrow the score a little bit, that would be something of a moral victory for them. As we go to the top of the order now, and Jack McLaughlan, as Bill Wilson comes in to run.
Bill Wilson running for Bob Swarthout.
And McLaughlan up to bat. He's going to hit it over to Puckett. Puckett checks the runner, goes over to first, in time for the first out. So 6-3 put out there for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and a 33 to 9 thriller in the 60 and over league.
As I mentioned, Frank's one of the sponsors of our league, and we'd like to thank all the sponsors.
Big Frank Casparian up now. He's going to hit it over to Wrangle. He's going to go off his glove, off his ankles. Lathrop comes up from right field. He's ready to throw him out. He's ready to gun him down. And believe me, I've seen him throw. He's got quite an arm on him. So that's going to bring up Bobby Hanna. Besides a great ball player, heck of a nice guy. And he's going to pop it up. Guthrie out there, can of corn, pulls it in as the run is going to score from third base, which will be Wilson running for Swarthout. So 1 run, there's your moral victory right there, I think, as Hanna flies out. For the second out, that's going to bring up Guy Selleck. Guy, remember, got hit in the head by Frank Seaman earlier last inning. No ill effects, though, as he powers the ball out to right field. Cole grabs it in, and that's going to be your ball game.
7 innings.
Mercifully, this game comes to a close with the South taking a commanding lead 33-10. Alan, I think we saw it all here in this game.
Yeah, lots of offense, really, especially by that South squad. They picked up, I think, quite a bit of home runs. About 6, I think, was how many home runs they had that ball game, and they showed no mercy tonight. They put up 20 runs over the final 3 innings of play tonight.
Let's see, 4 home runs for the South, including the grand slam by Mel Pate and Harvey Lathrup. No, it's Mel Pate hit the grand slam.
And Harvey hit one right in the 7th as well.
Right. So, oh, that's right, because the inning started right there. So, right, grand slam and the homer. So that was 2 home runs in that 1 inning. So great game, great victory for the South. As you see the camaraderie right there between the players as they congratulate each other on a game well played. The North taking a shellacking, barely getting through the lineup 3 times, just three and a half times going through the lineup. So a tremendous victory by the South as they were able to shut them down to 3 innings of no offense. 2 innings of just a little bit of offense with 2 runs in the 5th, 2 runs in the 6th, and then 1 little run in the 7th inning for the North team, as the South just dominating here in the 60 and over. And then we take a look at them right there, that victorious South team. 33 runs, and as Alan said, a double nickel there in the 7th inning, following their nickel in the 6th and their nickel in the 5th. So that was 5, 5, and 10. 20 runs over the last 3 innings just to put this game away, as if it was in any doubt, even going into the 5th inning, where the score was already 13-5. So great softball action here, just an example of what these over 60s can do. That's 43 runs for both teams. High-scoring softball game. Remember, if you're interested in coming out and playing with us, just come on out, talk to any of us, come out and see some games. Batting practice is every Tuesday and Thursday, and it's open to everybody that wants to come out and swing a bat and get into some shape. So a lot of fun had by all. And so while there's a break in the action here, let's remind you that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten. Go ahead and keep doing that. I'll read those.
All right.
Is being underwritten tonight by Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. The famous sand mounds are now gone, and in their place you'll find the brand new rental facility at HBE Rentals. HBE Rentals is a full-service rental facility for both contractors and homeowners, with everything you need to get the job done right. And now that they're bigger and better than ever, Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals are ready to serve you.
Mal Paint and Glass, the Mal family, has been your friend in the community for 57 years in Nevada County, supplying you with a lifetime of painting experience to help you finish that job and be proud of your work. Whether you're a homeowner or a contractor, Jim Mal has seen it all. And be sure to look for the new Mal Paint and Glass shop coming soon across the street from the old one on Main Street.
And, of course, the Gold Country Senior Softball Association, which you're watching here tonight. Gold Country Softball is a fun way to meet new people and, of course, get the exercise you need to stay healthy. They have batting practice open to everybody every Tuesday and Thursday morning right here at Western Gateway Park. Everybody's friendly, so come on out, the home of Gold Country Senior Softball. And, of course, you can always reach the league through the website at GCSSA at NCCN or by email. And you go out and check the standings and the players. They have some pictures and everything. It's a great way to stay in touch with what's going on with the league. That's Gold Country Senior Softball.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Mike and Mark Hauser remind you that if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, they have it for you at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. And they're proud to carry on the family traditions of personal service started by their dad, Fred Hauser. Plaza Tire and Auto Service with 2 locations to serve you. The original Plaza Tire in Nevada City and Plaza Tire in Penn Valley.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in local sports television. Gil Dominguez along with Alan Barros, and joined last game by tournament director Jim Keck, All-Star director, bringing you exclusive coverage of the 22nd Annual Gold Country Senior All-Star Classic. And don't forget, of course, football is back beginning September 2nd on our Foothill network of stations. Football coverage, our 10th year bringing you high school football in the foothills. We'll start it all out with the Nevada Union Bear River scrimmage coming to you from Bear River High School. And then a couple games up at Nevada Union versus Atwood as they unveil their brand new stadium up at Hooper Stadium. The new turf will be in. The crowd will be excited. And we will be ready to bring you our 10th year, a decade of high school football, all for you on the NorCal Game of the Week. Be sure to tune in with us. And Alan, that's going to be pretty exciting, them stepping out there on with the new turf.
Oh yeah, it really will be, defending their section title, won last year. And it'll be the first time in a decade, since I'm going off to college, first time in a decade I won't be suiting up in the fall. Kind of sad as well.
Kind of sad. Well, maybe you can suit up in your dorm room. Bang your head against the floor and, you know, go tackle some kind of co-ed down there.
Anybody got lined up for this game?
So as the teams come out there to be introduced, oh, that they said they were. Oh, okay. Oh, you rewrote everything. Well, here, let me make a copy of that. There we go. We got the copy machine out here. Their teams are coming in late with their lineups, and of course we'll yell at them later. I promised them that we would call them all by the wrong name. As more players get introduced for the East and West team.
From Prior Construction, Rick Rose. From Prior Construction, Jack Madison. From Sticky Jewelers, Steve Mason. From Prior Construction, Stu McKenzie. Jimmy Mall from Penn Valley Mini Stars. Mark Dufeld, Record Connection. Jeff Rice, Tack Room.
So it's our East lineup here.
Now where's the West?
J.R. Rothenberger, Record Connection.
We're looking for the West.
Here's one of the West we can make a copy of.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
just
we already
copied
had
that
the
down.
West early. That's right.
Yeah, the East card doesn't have their positions down on it though.
Well, I believe Mike will be able to help you there
Okay.
with who some of the players are and where they're at.
I just need the West lineup. They're right here.
As we're,
Thank
I think he's need to. Did you already get the West?
Yeah, I got the West
you.
down.
Got the West.
All right, let's join Jack once again for a rendition of America the Beautiful.
Last game you saw, you have fellas out there that are in their 70s or late 70s, a couple of guys that are 80. Now you get to watch their kids play. I'd like to have you all join me in singing of God Bless America. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairie, to the ocean, white with foam. God bless America, my home. From the mountains to the prairie to the oceans white with foam, God bless America, my home, sweet home.
And we're ready to get things underway here in the 50 to 59-year-old ball game between the East All-Stars and the West All-Stars. Here in the second of the doubleheader tonight, of course, the first one won by the South. Final score of 33-10. Whole new ball game now we got here between the East and the West, as the teams head to their respective dugouts before we get things underway tonight.
Yeah, let's go ahead and remind everybody that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten tonight by the Union newspaper and the Lake Wildwood Independent. The Union is proud to keep the community informed and involved, and now the Union has several new features to reach you every day. Their new blog page on the internet allows you to fully participate in all the news of the community, and their news updates at theunion.com are always ready for you to get the latest news. You can also create your classified ads online. The Union, part of our community since 1864, and proud to support the Gold Country Senior Softball Association.
By Frank Casparian Tax Service. Frank Casparian knows taxes. He has been working in the tax business for over 20 years, and as an enrolled agent, he has years of knowledge to guide you through the toughest tax problems. And Frank is proud of his first place Tax Busters softball team, and is happy to donate his time as treasurer of the Gold Country Senior Softball Association. That's Frank Casparian Tax Service.
And Stuckey Jewelers, looking for that perfect diamond? Well, look no further than Stuckey. Stuckey Jewelers is the official Hearts of Diamond dealer in our area, with hundreds of diamonds and wedding sets on display and ready for you. They also provide ear piercing, jewelry cleaning, and can create custom jewelry as well, and carry a selection of watch batteries and gift cards. It's all at Stuckey Jewelers, celebrating its 102nd year of service in Grass Valley.
By Gallup Construction Incorporated. Greg Gallup is proud to sponsor a team and be a player in the Gold Country Senior Softball Association. Greg is also a local general contractor serving Nevada County since 1978, specializing in fine custom homes, extensive remodels, and commercial office buildings, like the new Briar Patch Market and Big One Appliance. That's Gallup Construction Incorporated.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, simply the best in local sports television. And, of course, tonight that means senior all-star action as we get ready to go here. And up first for the East team is going to be the Keckster, Jim Keck, joining us in the booth. And now up at bat in the youngsters game, as we refer to them, the 50 to 59-year-olds. These kids are just out of grade school, know a little bit about the game, and have been selected to this all-star game because of their youth and exuberance. So Keck leading them off right now, veteran player that he is. He's going to hit it out to right field, and that ball's going to get past Neusfeld as, no, that's Fjeldsted out there in right field. And Keckster is going to be in with the triple. So just like that, the East team triples as Fjeldsted unable to handle the ball.
Yeah,
it bounced on the
took
ground.
A funny bounce when it hit the ground.
Well, that's the way Keck hits it. He hits it and it spins out there. Right-handed hitter loves to hit to right field. That's one of his specialties. And this is going to be Jim Richards. And he's going to hit it over the head of Mason as Keck easily scores from third. Richards coming all the way in for a triple. So back-to-back triples for the East.
Yeah, when Jim was with us last game, he said expect even more offense here in the 50 to 59-year-old ball game.
Which was hard to believe after we saw the 33 to whatever it was thrashing.
33 to 9 or 10.
So next up is Bobby Hare now. Had the privilege of playing with Bobby a couple years ago as he hits the ball way out to left field. And that's going to bring in Jim Richards on the sacrifice.
Scores on the sacrifice fly by Bobby Hare. Now stepping up to the plate.
And that's going to bring up
Tom Hess.
Big Tom Hess, another guy I had the pleasure of playing with last year. One of the nicest guys out here. Carries a big bat, though, too. This time he's going to ground it off of Rice, who can't handle it. It's going to bounce out to left field. And so Hess is going to be on. Hard hit ball.
Representing the Union.
And that's going to bring up Jerry Hall from our team, the Union. Jerry, another one of those guys filled with knowledge about the game on the traveling teams as well. He'll hit it over to McKenzie, pick it up over to Morrison for the force. So they're going to force Hess out at second.
Stepping up to the plate, Gary Silvera.
Be the 5-3 put out there as Jerry gets on the fielder's choice. Gary Silvera coming up now, Rookie of the Year last year, as he'll hit it. This time McKenzie can't hang on to it, and it's going to go into left field. So Gary hitting it down the line. Like I said, Rookie of the Year last year, had some ungodly 700 average. And, no, he was most improved. That's what it was. So really having two great seasons now and on the All-Star team. Don Heffern, the batter. For the first time, finds himself with 2 men on. He's going to hit it up the middle. Hall's going to come into third. He's going to be held up right there as JR overthrow. The ball goes past JR into catcher Gross, who handles it easily. So now bases are loaded as Heffern goes to first. Silvera goes over to second. Hall stands at third.
Yeah, I've noticed this Tax Dodgers team has a lot of players representing in these All-Star games tonight.
Right, well, they're the first place team. Is that Gilbo? Gilbo. So Bob Gilbo, the batter now from the Tax Dodgers. And he's going to be way ahead of that pitch. It's going to go way over by the fence. Might have a play. Hits the tree, though, for no play as Rice was really on his horse over there.
Oh, yeah, he came sprinting over there, threw off the hat. And fence had to stop him there.
So that's going to give Gilbo new life now. As he's going to pop it up now to left field, center field. Mason underneath it. He'll haul it in for out number 3.
That concludes the bottom half of the first inning. The East All-Stars score 2 runs.
So the top half of the first inning is over as the East comes up to bat.
West comes to bat.
The West comes to bat, thank you. Mr. Barros joining us for the final time in this season, at least, as you head off to college. And 2 years with us now behind the microphone. What do you think have been some of the highlights for you?
Well, there's been quite a bit of things. I've covered lots of games. One of the highlights, I guess, probably going to Arco Arena, covering a lot of those games. Cool to step in down there. Getting the article in the paper last year was really fun as well. And just tons of good things have happened out of this.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have you on the broadcast and be part of the crew, and I think you've represented yourself admirably, and it's a pretty fun crew to work with.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Gotten to work with tons of good announcers and stuff.
Lots of people bringing you the game of the week. As we said, we're starting our 10th year of high school football coverage. So how old are you?
18 right now, so
right,
I would have been 8 then.
Right. Your mom wouldn't let us come out and play with us back then.
Yeah, I think I started playing when I was 9.
So lots of people responsible for the coverage that you've seen over the past decade. The current crew certainly has to be ranked up there as one of the best there as you take a shot of me and Alan, my buddy Alan right here, getting to sit behind home plate today. as we bring you coverage of the senior all-star game. On the mound is Rich Ramirez. Oh, that's the batter. On the mound, though, is Rich. As Albano powers it out to left.
What team's visitor? What team's visitor?
This would be the West team is the visitor.
What team's the visitor? So East team's
No, this is the West. So Albano pops it out to
It's going to take, yeah, we don't got positions for the East real.
number 32, Jim Richards, out in left field. Rick Gross is going to single out to center. This is going to go off his leg, though, allowing Gross to get into second. He's going to look at third, and he will go. And they're telling him to come on home, and he will. He'll go all the way, and he'll score! Shortstop Tony Clark, unable to get the throw from the outfield in time. And Rick Gross is going to have a home run. Nobody on, though, so not much damage as Newfield comes up. So nice hit by Gross and some unlucky fielding. As Newfield is going to leg out a oh no, they got him!
Excellent play by the second baseman.
Heffern Ortiz punching him out at first base. Where was that ball hit to? I was
second base.
Second down. Second base. Jim Aarons playing second base.
Here's another look. You see Aarons picks it up, turns around, spins, fires in with his right arm. Gets the out just in time.
Tom Hess is over there at first. Heffern is the umpire. Here's a pop-up going foul. Jeff Rice. Hitting it foul down the right field line. Rice playing shortstop. So we got Hess at second. Aarons, Tony Clark, and at third base is Jerry Hall. So good infield as this ball gets popped up to Jim Keck out in right center field. Can of corn for the big Keckster. Jim Keck right out there.
Is he out in right center field or right?
Yeah, right center field. Out in right field is number 35, Bob Hare.
They score one run, and at the end of one inning, we've got 2-1.
So Jeff Rice flies out to 9 for the third out. So instead of a lot of hitting, I think what you're seeing is some good defensive play here also.
Yeah, good mix in this game so far. You saw Aarons made that good defensive play at second base for the out, and we saw. But then, of course, we had that home run as well by Gross.
Yeah, Gross hitting the home run. Not really a home run ball, but one that got away from center fielder. And that's all it takes sometimes with these guys with speed, as they can motor around these bases. And so that's going to bring up Jim Aarons right now. Jim Aarons with no number, not a shirt. Must be in the laundry, maybe.
Yeah, just got the Under Armour on out there.
Aarons back to Rothenberger. Spin. Over to first base to Ferry. And that's going to bring up Captain Rich Ramirez. Wily veteran Rich Ramirez. Usually I don't like to play against him because he's a crafty pitcher like JR out there. Although I think I've had more success against JR, as that doesn't look like Dominic
Yeah, it looked
Albano.
like they switched it up. Yeah, the West actually had a thing that.
Was it Rick Gross out in left field? Just put his name out there. Don't scratch out Dominic, because.
Yeah, they have all. It actually explains their changes on their card.
Okay. Well, they got changes and explanations, huh?
Yeah, him and Dominic switched.
Okay. So that's the first down of the evening, and that brings up Tony Clark. Big swing and a miss for Tony. You're not going to see that very often. I get to play with Tony on the Saturday team as he hits it back to JR. Pretty sure glove JR throws it over to Ferry. And that's going to be a quick
And that's the top of the first inning with the score remaining
1, 2, 3 inning.
Yeah, so defensive themed so far. So far the pitching's been, I guess you can call it dominant out here after that 1, 2, 3 inning. Only a 2-1 score through 1.5.
So they'll start off with the bottom of the lineup, so not even getting through the first lineup. They sent a lot of batters to the plate in that first inning. 8 batters, but only send up 3 in the top of the second. As we take a look inside the dugout there, there's Jimmy Mowell sitting there on the closest to you in the red shirt. And we're back to action here as number 22, Stuart McKenzie, hits a single. And that's going to bring up Steve Mason.
Now batting Steve Mason, Spooky Jewelers.
Steve, first time up. Bottom of the second inning here in the youngsters game of the All-Stars, the 50 to 59-year-olds. Mason pops it up. Left field. It's going to fall in fair. It's got eyes. It's going to roll foul as McKenzie rounds second and looks but doesn't go. Aaron's not calling for the ball. Sun right in his face there. It's that time of day when the sun is going to be dangerous out there.
Yeah.
For first base and for second base.
Yeah, and you see out there in the left field, there's tons of couple shadows out there. They're a little deceiving for the fielders as well.
Right, hard to pick up the ball coming off of the plate. Now comes up Dave Ferry, number 25. Ferry, see those bandages on his arms, got a torn muscle. Keeps playing, though, as this one goes out to Hare. It's going to go over his head. This one's going to go all the way to the fence. McKenzie rounding third. Right behind him is Mason, hot on his heels, as Ferry's going to motor into third, and they're going to hold him up there as Hess gets the ball. And believe me, you don't want to run on Tommy Hess if he's got the ball, because he'll gun you down no matter where he's at. So Ferry gets a triple and scores 2 runs for the West team. And that's going to bring up Steve Fjellstead, left-handed batter. He's going to single, drive in a run, and go back to first. Nice to see Steve out here tonight. Our county librarian just got a new job down in Pasadena. So he's in the process of moving. So nice that he was selected to the All-Stars in his final year of play here with the Gold Country team. Jack Madison now the batter. He's going to pop it up out to left field. Handling it is who?
Number 20.
Oh, Don Heffern.
Now batting the manager of Tax Dodgers, Jerry Schwartz.
So it's going to be an F8 for the first out of the inning. As we watch the replay of that, it goes down to his knees to get that one.
That was the live.
Oh,
that was the live play right there.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the replay there.
Pitcher for the East All-Stars, West All-Stars, sorry about that, J.R. Rothenberger.
So J.R. up to bat now. They say his name is Jim, but nobody knows that. JR to us. Oh, big catch to Jerry Hall.
Yeah.
Line drive shot down to third base. Jerry goes to his right and does what he does best.
Yes, extends the glove across his body right there, puts it right there a couple inches above the ground, digs it out before it hits the ground, gets the out. And here's another look at that play.
Nice shot by JR as he sends it right down to third base.
And there he is, Hall right in position for that ball.
Immediately
Excellent
holds
catch.
up his glove, shows the umpire that he's got it, and that will be that. So exciting first 2 innings here. Neither team able to go through the entire order. And we'll have a pitching change now for the West team. On the mound is going to be Jimmy Mowell.
Jimmy Mowell's come in to pitch for the West
As
All-Stars.
JR looks like will take a seat on the bench. I don't see him moving to any other position. Jimmy, one of the top pitchers in the league as well. And that's going to bring up Tom Vick.
Yeah, the West, they got some players. The players play a few different positions out there.
Back to Mao. Mao, underhand. Over to Fjeldstein. Fjeldstead goes to first base. And that will be one away. So 1-3 put out for Vick. Brings us to the top of the order now and back to Jimmy Keck, who tripled in the first inning and scored. As Keck singles out to right field. Loves to go to right field. This ball's going to get past Newsfield. Keck's rounding second. He's going to go into third. They're going to hold him up right there as the Keckster delivers his second triple of the game.
Yeah, good one right there. The bounce kind of gave him that extension on that, as it looked like he had a single out of it, but fortuitous bounce enables him to round the bases even further, get all the way into third base.
There's a shot of Jimmy right there, number 5, wearing the Union shirt. We'll be playing again tomorrow here at Western Gateway Park as we pick up the second half of the season. Jim Richards the batter now. Tripled last time as well. This ball going out of bounds, right into the crowd. Good hands! Gets a round of applause from the capacity crowd here behind us and to the left of us. It's exciting to have a lot of people out here.
Kind of unique for Jim, get to be a part of the telecast and play in the game, all in one telecast here on the Game of the Week.
Big hit out to left center field, way back. Pulling it in is who? Mark Newfield out in right field. So it's a sac fly. Keck's going to score from third, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. And Bobby Hare comes to bat. He's going to pop it up. Second base, underneath it is Madison.
Jack Madison makes a put out for the third
And
out.
so that's going to be an F4 for the third out. So not too many big innings happening here as Jim Keck able to score for the East team, his second time scoring this game.
Yeah, each team just kind of getting a couple runs for them throughout the course of play. Neither team able to break through with any nickels or anything yet to extend the lead big for them.
And that's going to make your score 4-3 at the end of 2.5. There you see the line score right there. East jumping on top with 2 runs. The West following it by 1, which is the home run by Gross. Then the East shut out in the top of the second inning. The West, meanwhile, coming in with 2 base hits and a triple as we start action here in
Jim Mowell steps up to the plate and immediately hits a single.
as Jim Mowell steps up and goes center field for a base hit. Dominic Albano now the batter. Truly one of the top hitters in the league as he hits it out to right field. That's going to be 1 base as Mowell's going to motor on over to third, showing his speed. Dominic, one of the scariest batters up there. I mean, he leads the league in the high 700s every single year.
Yeah, he looks like he has a big bat out there, big, strong guy.
And that's going to bring up Rick Gross. Gross. High pop-up all the way back. Heffern underneath it. Okay, they had a change out there. That's Gilbo.
And Jim Mowell scores on the sacrifice fly.
So Mowell's going to score.
4-5-3.
So Jim Mowell scores from third base. And that's going to bring up Newfeld. Neufeld hit it to second base. That was the great play by Aarons in the first inning. Take this one strike. Ramirez on the mound. Oh, right back to him as soon as I say his name. And over to Hess for the putout of Neufeld.
Nice stop by Rich Ramirez.
So it's the second out is recorded, and that's going to bring up
Second out, stepping up to the plate
Jeff
is
Rice as Albano
54 this year.
goes into second. And Jeff Rice is in. Pop up. Left field, coming in hard. He's not going to be. Oh, he diving, catching. He's got it. Oh, my. Gilbo. Diving, catching, left field.
And you saw the wheels on him as he came up for that to make that catch. Dives right there, gets on his knees, makes the excellent catch.
It's the All-Star game, baby, here from Penn Valley, as Bob Gilbo shows why he's selected to the All-Star team. We'll watch it again right here in slow
here he
motion.
comes up. He's running up there fast. See the strides as he's running up for that ball. Down there on his knees, falls down making the catch for the final out of the inning.
Brings his other hand in on top of it to secure the ball, and there he is, a very happy Bob Gilbo. Diving catch out in left center field to end the inning for the West team.
Tom Hess.
So that's going to bring up Tom Hess now for the East team. Tom singled in the first inning. Big Tommy drives a big yellow thing if you see him around town with a little bumper sticker. How do you like? It says, "How do you like my thing?" One of the old Volkswagen things. Looks like a Jeep. Looks like a car.
One of those Volkswagen buses or what?
No. It was a made before your day. Big pop up out to center field, where Madison pulls it in. Mason.
Yes.
So Tom gets under that one for the first out. Going to bring up Jerry Hall. Jerry Hall caught that line driver.
Yeah, solid play at third base today.
He pops this one up. Out to left. Gross lets it fall down into his mitt for the second out. So two pitches, 2 outs. Brings up Gary Silvera, last year's most improved player. Gary's going to pop it up left field. This one's going to fall in because they're playing him deep. So he's going to get the benefit of his history.
Yeah, you got to respect the big hitters out there.
You do, and sometimes they can take advantage of that and just pop it in front of you, and they're going to get a base hit. Different philosophies on playing deep or playing short. Heffern up to bat now. This one's another pop-up. So JR trying to go out for it at second base, not able to locate it. Ball comes in as Jimmy Mowell backs up second base.
Yeah, did a good job there hustling for it. Unfortunately, just the sun kind of throws it off out there this time of night.
So Silvera goes over to third. Heffron goes into second.
We got JR playing second base now.
So Bobby Gilbo, after the line drive catch, comes up to bat now. And he'll take strike 2 right on the black part of the plate. Big hit out to left field. That one's going to be a single, dropping right in front of the fielder. 1 run's going to score. The play at home, no play at home. So Silvera scores. Heffron scores from second. Gilbo goes to second. And that's going to bring up Jimmy Aarons. Aarons back this season after an injury last season, kept him out of ball. He hits it right back to Jim Mowell, who throws over to JR for the force.
That's the third out of the inning, and the score
so they force Gilbo with a 1-4. And Ahrens hits into the fielder's choice, and that's going to be all, but some more damage done by the East team as they've tied the score now 5-5, Allen, and in a slugfest here.
Yeah, good back and forth battle, good mix offensive, defensive play. Neither team been able to hold on to the leads that they've had in this ball game.
And I think you can see the difference between the two age groups. While the seniors certainly were bombing the ball, a little bit more of a defensive game here in the 50 to 59s.
Yeah, a little more speed out there as well. And
oh, a lot of speed. Are you kidding me? Usually if I get on base, they're going to bring on a runner because I'm towing a trailer.
They don't ever put the steal sign on for you?
No, not too often. Sometimes I have to run on my own. Like last night, they didn't put in a runner, and then right behind me, Dick hits the home run. So I had to motor all the way from first to home, then needed oxygen. So McKenzie takes the strike there. Next pitch. And it's going to be over to Bobby Hall. Hall, big throw from third. Scoop up! Oh, not in time by Hess. Throw just a little bit down in the dirt by Hall. As Hess almost had it on the one bounce. Unable to hang on to it, though, and McKenzie's going to be on first. Next up is going to be Steve Mason. Playing right left field. Oh, big swing and a miss, and that's what happens when you go against Rich Ramirez, which is why I do not like to bat against Rich. Very scary. This one's fouled off, so now he's in the gotta be situation. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike two. Fouled off the third pitch. And now Rich is way ahead of the count. You can expect that he'll throw him nothing right now.
Hey, you don't expect to see that.
He's going to give him some kind of short ball. And this is going to power it right into right-hand field. Keck's going to pick it up on two bounces. Throw into Ahrens. And everybody will advance 60 feet. So Rich way ahead of the count right there. Mason lucky to get a base hit. And that's going to bring up Dave Ferry. Hit a triple in the second inning and then scored. So Dave now 2 men on. He's going to pop this one way into the parking lot. It's going to come down and just miss a bunch of cars out there, falling into the open spot. No harm, but foul. So 2 strikes now against Ferry. Ferry, he'll go to right field this time, taking the outside pitch, going way back as Hare. He'll drag it in, but the runners are going to advance. The throw comes into Ahrens. Into Clark, who's playing shortstop, covering second. But everybody advances 60 feet on the sacrifice fly. Well, it wasn't a sacrifice fly because they didn't score. See, I catch myself. Fieldstead, high pop, out to Hare. That's going to be a base hit. 2 runs are going to score as the ball comes into Ahrens. So Steve jumping on that first pitch. Gets 2 RBIs out of it.
And stepping up to the plate, the man without a hat, Jack Madison.
And that's going to bring up Jack Madison. Not wearing a hat. His stylist prefers that he doesn't to damage that beautiful hair of his. I'll hit it over at Tony Clark's head. That ball's going to go out to left field to where Gilbo is. Gets it back into Clark, though.
Solid single by Jack Madison.
So that'll advance Fieldstead over to second, and Madison's on first with a single.
2 men on. Jerry's carrying a 5.
So Jerry Schwartz coming up to bat now from the Tax Dodger team. The first place, first half champion Tax Busters. They await the outcome of the second half of the season. possible playoff game. This one's going to be hit off to Hare on the right field. He's going to track it down for the second out. Everyone's going to advance. The ball goes off Aaron's leg. No one's going to run, though. Yeah, they are. He's going to bring him home. The throw to the plate. No, he doesn't make the commit line. Throw back to Jerry Hall in the dirt. Now Fieldstead will come in. No one's covering third, though, as Madison comes into third. So,
yeah, Bob Hare made a good catch to start things off right there on the run, but then things kind of, the wheels came off in the rest of the play.
yeah, as the throw came in, it wasn't going to throw, he wasn't going to run, but then he decided to run and then not run. So that created some confusion out there as JR comes up to bat. He's going to hit it past the Kexter. That one's going to go all the way to the fence. And JR is going to be motoring all the way into third as a nice hit by JR. Just to the left of Jim Keck, couldn't get a glove on it, and this one's going to gap right into the fence. And that's going to bring up Jim Mowell, like an owl. Mowell, like an owl. Jimmy Mowell, one of the great guys out here. Known him for a long time. Big hit over to Aarons, over to Hess. And that'll be the third out of the inning.
The West All-Stars score 4 runs.
Yeah, the West, kind of the first time a team's really been able to break out get a good breakout offensively so far in this ball game. The West putting up 4 runs. After East tied things up at 5 apiece, the West come out, get 4 runs. They're up 9-5. So the biggest lead we've seen today, Gil.
Yeah, in this game right here, as you knew somebody was going to unload eventually, and it was the West team here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Big shot by Dave. Dave Ferry advanced everybody around, but it was Steve Fieldstead's hit that brought everybody in 2 runs, and then the throwing errors brought in some other runs and created some confusion. So that's going to bring up the East team now. They need to get a nickel here in order to be in this game. And that's going to bring up Rich Ramirez.
Yeah, we got Ferry back over at first base for the West.
One of our Hispanic brethren. Oh, inside pitch kind of dusting him off, but Big Rich just stands in there.
Yeah, Rich looks like he's a smart player out there. Doing some crafty pitching, draws a walk, which is rare out.
He is so smart. You can't even believe how much knowledge he has of the game.
Yeah, rare that you see a walk out here in these softball games.
And he only picks the best guys for his team, too, is what I've noticed. You know, he's got some very consistent players on his team, heads up the Taco Shell team, and just does a great job with that organization. As Tony Clark steps in, he's going to go to right field. One of those guys that can able to go to any field that he wants to. So he's going to try to get to second. He's going to beat the throw. Not handled by Rice, covering the bag. So Ramirez is going to be over at third. Clark going to be at second base, and that's going to bring up Tom Vick, hit back to the pitcher last time. He's going to go right field, at least the right-hand side. Bobbled there by Ferry. Picked it up to throw to Mal, covering the bag, but not in time. Ramirez will score on the play. Tony Clark moving over to third base.
Yeah, it looked like Ferry kind of hurt something right there on that play. You see him kind of walking around slowly after that looked like it's hit his thigh.
Well, these guys hit the ball hard. I can tell you that. So up comes the Kexter with his famous little hop there inside the box. This time he's going to pound it out to center field. Neusfeld picks the ball up, gets it into the infield. So Keck's on board with a single.
Looks like Keck's gotten a hit every time up today so far. Is that correct?
Yeah, he's a triple, and single. And that's going to bring up Jim Richards now. Jim Richards is going to pound it out to right field. Off the hands of Neusfeld. or Fjellstedt, who's back out there.
Yeah, the East now starting to break out the bat this inning. Cut into the deficit.
So Keck motors over to third base. And so Clark has scored and Vic has scored. And we've got 3 in right now on the way to their nickel. And that's going to bring up Bob Hare. Bob Hare's going to single out to right field. So right field taking a pounding right now as Keck scores the 4th run of the inning. And they put in Tony Clark to run for Jim Richards.
Yeah, so the back and forth trend continues. 5-5, then 9-5, but now the East comes back. They've tied things up.
And a lot of these guys are hitting right on the first pitch as Hess comes up to bat now. On a single, forced out at second and then flied out in the 4th. So he comes up here in the 5th as the East team bats through the lineup pretty quickly between the 4th and the 5th inning. Hess on top of this one sends it out. Oh, nice catch out there in left field by Mason. Big, strong throw coming all the way home as well. Clark not able to advance and tag up from third. So big out and big play by Steve Mason playing in left field. And unbelievably, that's only the first out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Jerry Hall. One single to get the nickel as he takes strike 2 from Jim Mowell. Mowell's next offering, a little bit deep. Look how confidently Jerry took that ball, even though it was about an inch too long. This one in front of the plate, so after getting the quick strike on him, he sends Jerry Hall down to first with a base on balls.
Yeah, kind of rare 2 walks this inning.
Just as well, though, they only need 1 run before they score the nickel. You might as well try and get the double play, and up is Gary Silvera, who's not really going to give you a double play too often. Takes strike 1, though, strike 2 from Mal, so the tension mounts here in the 5th inning. Silvera hits it through the gap, and that'll be the 5th run of the inning. So the inning will be over as Silvera comes through with a base hit as Jim Richards, actually it's Tony Clark running for Jim Richards, scores. So Silvera ends the inning, gets the nickel for the East team, and that puts them ahead now 10-9.
Yeah, giving them their first lead since the first inning of play. So we should have a good 2.5 innings left to play here.
Gil Dominguez along with Alan Barros. Glad you're able to join us here on this special edition of the NorCal Game of the Week as we bring you exciting Gold Country Senior Softball action. Live from Gateway Park in Penn Valley.
And out of all the shoots we've done and stuff, and this being my last one for a while, this is my first one down here at Gateway Park in Penn Valley, actually.
Yeah, and you're kind of the hometown boy, too.
Yeah, well, where we're living at now after we built that house a year ago, it's actually probably just as close to we're probably about just as close to town as to Penn Valley, actually.
Right. No, you're on this side of the hill. You can maybe see Lake Wildwood from your house.
Yeah, we can up at the top of the property.
Right. Albano is going to start it all off with a single. So top of the order here for the West team as Albano gets it started. Perfect guy you want for your leadoff batter. That's going to bring up Rick Gross. 10-9 in favor of your East All-Stars.
Yeah, we got a potent part of the lineup up for the West.
This one right back to Rich. He's going to go to Ahrens for the double play. Should have gone to Clark, but they get it in anyway. Clark coming over there for the throw from shortstop, but Ahrens there ahead of him as Ramirez goes to Ahrens. And then over to Hess for the double play. So that'd be a 1-3 and a 1-4 and a 3-4 for the second out.
Man, the East getting that momentum back after not letting the West put up any runs after they finally retook the lead, and they got a chance of this momentum they got going to take a big lead now going into the top of the 6th.
Was that Tony Clark right there that handled that shortstop?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so that'd be a 6-3 put out there of Mark Neufeld. So 1, 2, 3. The West goes down in order. Not really what you want after the East came back to, as we see a shot of Tony Clark there in the dugout. And Jerry Hall behind him. And there's Tommy Hess. But you don't want to see a 1, 2, 3 inning like that after the other team just came and got a 1-run lead.
Yeah, so the East has a chance to pour things on, but close ball games is kind of expected from what we've seen all game so far. We'll see if this trend continues.
And Maury, what's our time on this telecast so far? Thank you very much. So we're very good on time, about 2 hours and 13 minutes into the telecast. Once again, thanks for joining us here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Sports coverage you can see nowhere else except for your Touchdown Productions NorCal Game of the Week. As Don Heffern stepped up to bat. Oh, what a catch out there in left field by Steve Mason.
Wow.
A diving end-over-end catch while he did a cartwheel and jumped in the air and did a 1.5 gainer, catching that ball.
And we get couple good plays from that left center field position. We got Mason right there, Gilbo from
We'll
the
see it
East
again
squad
right
earlier.
here. Oh,
Yeah,
there we go. Now we'll see it.
Coming
Ball
up right
comes
there,
in.
sprinting up. Ball's looking like it's going to die and hit the ground, but Mason showing a lot of heart right there, diving out to the side, getting on his knees, rolling around in that dirt. You see him holding up the glove to show the umpire he's got it. So a couple nominees for plays of the game.
Well, he was doing his Bob Gilbo impersonation out there in left center field. And speaking of that, here comes Bob right now to plate. J.R. Richards back on the mound as Mal moves to second base. Gilbo out to left. Mason on his horse, but coming in from left field is Gross. And he'll snag the ball. So long out right there by Gilbo for the second out of the inning.
Now batting Jim Ayers.
So that's going to bring up the man with no number. Jimmy Aarons, refusing to be labeled by a number. Hit into a fielder's choice and made an out in the second inning, so he's 0 for 2. This one's going to be popped up out to Mason, can of corn. A lot easier catch than that first one he made. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3 for the East team.
Yeah, so a couple 1, 2, 3 innings in a row with no runs being scored for sides, keeping this close ball game.
10-9 here in a nail biter in the 50-59 All-Star game. The East team not able to even go through 3 times through their lineup yet. They'll come up with the bottom half of the order with Ramirez, Clark, and Tom Vick when they come back. But right now it's the West turn as they go to the meat of their order. Nice shot of the moon. That's a moon there.
Yeah, kind of a half moon we see going.
The moon shot.
Yeah, so if it ends up tied after 7, we're going to, or do we go to extra innings in this All-Star game, or?
We're going to the moon, baby. Yeah, I'm not sure what they'll do in case of a tie. Do we know what they'll do? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. As you get a shot of us right there behind home plate. Got some good seats here tonight for this one as number 8, Jeff Rice, singles into center field. Yeah, we didn't even have to build the table tonight.
Yeah, it was nice right here for us. Got the benches included and everything.
Benches, seats, right. Sodas, we're all set.
Yeah,
Yes.
good setup. Lots of shade here at the ballpark at Gateway in Penn Valley.
Stuart McKenzie up to bat now. He's going to jump on this first pitch, send it out high into left field as Heffern drags it in for out number 2. Out number 1, excuse me. So McKenzie on first. Ferry, Mason up to bat. Excuse me, got a little ahead of myself. Ferry's on deck. Mason popped up, center field. In comes Keck. And he'll haul it in for out number 2. And that's going to bring up Dave Ferry now.
Yeah, the West looking to get the bats going again, as they've been pretty anemic the last 2 innings. 5 straight outs for them.
Yeah, no runs there in the 5th inning. First time they've been shut out the entire game. Ferry slaps the ball. Past Ramirez. Past Aarons. Out to Keck. On his horse is Rice. He's going to go all the way into 3rd. They'll hold him there. And Ferry is on with a single.
Now batting, Steve.
So that's going to bring up Steve Fjellstead. Big Steve, great ball player. Played with him on the Saturday League as well. Left-hander. Can hit it just about anywhere he wants to. This time it's going to be up the middle for a single. Rice is going to score as Ferry's going to go all the way to 3rd from first base on the single by Fjellstead.
Yeah, Fjellstead playing a good ball game today. Looks like cutting wood on every time he's at bat.
And that's going to bring up Madison. Madison singled and scored in the 4th, flew out in the 2nd, and he'll take inside for ball 2. On the mound, Rich Ramirez, wily, crafty pitcher. Popped up, Jerry Hall underneath it. He'll call it in for the 3rd out of the inning.
And we're ready for a deciding 7th inning of this ball game.
Yeah, that's right. It's the open inning, and it might as well be 0-0. You take away the ones there. So the open inning will decide it all, and what better way to start it than with Rich Ramirez, who's pitched a heck of a game so far tonight.
Yeah, yes he has. Usually.
Rich Ramirez says they're more experienced.
After the show. So a little visit in the booth there.
20 runs. The oldster scored 30.
By Tony, who we saw play in the previous game, playing 3rd base, 80 years old, out here having fun with all his buddies. As JR goes to the mound now against Rich Ramirez, one of the 2 top pitchers in the league going head-to-head right here. This is a great matchup right here to watch. JR versus Rich Ramirez. As JR throws a strike and then throws him some junk on the inside, and they're talking out there to each other. Some friendly competition happening here as Rich slaps it through shortstop. And Rich Ramirez will win this battle against JR with a single.
Yeah, Rich is using his tactics well out there tonight.
As he's going to bring in a runner. They need somebody with some speed out there, and they're bringing in Jimmy Aarons, who's got lots of speed. All you got to do is punch one run across and then hold him, and the victory is yours. So up now is Tony Clark. He's going to take inside. Tony, another consistent ball player, up from the Masters League last year, now that he's old enough to play with the big boys. He'll take strike there for 2-2. There's a good shot of Tony. Swing, hits it out to left field. Underneath it is number 27, Dominic Albano, out in left field. Oh, I see. Okay. So Clark flies out to Albano for the first out. That's going to bring up Vic. Ground out in the 3rd. Singled in the 5th, and now he'll single here in the 7th. As Aarons gets into second base, and that's why you want Aarons there, because that was a quick throw in there. So Jim Keck steps to the plate here. Runners, one runner in scoring position.
Not a bad guy to have to bat. This situation, the ball game, 3 for 3.
3 for 3, 2 triples and a single for Jimmy. As he sets up, holds the bat high. And he's going to hit it out to right field, one of his patented right field hits, but that one's going to go foul.
kind of interesting. He looks like he kind of takes a couple steps up before he swings at the bat each time.
Yeah, a couple of the guys like to do that. Gives them a little bit better advantage on some of the guys that might be throwing him short. JR, of course, faced Jim many, many times. Here's the next offering. And strike 3, going to go down. Oh, he's going to call it an illegal pitch. Too low. So Jim Keck gets a new lease on life, and JR thought he had a strikeout there. We'll set it all up again as here we go. Next pitch to Keck, and he's going to line drive out to right field.
Aaron's with the wheels coming home.
Yeah, Aaron's going to score. That's why they had him in there. So, wow, what a turn of events right there as JR thought he had a strikeout. Jim had resigned himself to striking out as that ball came in. And a reprieve from home plate umpire Jack Bacon as he said, illegal pitch. Wow. So Aaron scores on that, Jim Keck single, and Vic motors over to third. One down here. Have to get 3 outs here in the open inning. It's going to bring up Jim Richards. So wow, 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 wow. What a change of events right there to score a run. This one's going to go way back. Albano over his head. This one's going out to the left field, and this is going to be an easy home run. I think even I could run home on that kind of a hit. Ball coming in, though. Good relay. Look at that, just about 4 seconds behind number 32, Jim Richards, as he hits a home run way over Dominic Albano's head in left field.
Yeah, not to get ahead of ourselves, but if the East defense is able to come up, get the job done next inning, you know, that hit by Jim Richards may have been the difference tonight.
Well, that may be so. We'll have to see how it plays out. Certainly the non-strikeout of Jim Keck worked into that factor also, because that would have been the second out, and they might have been played it differently. So Bob Hare up to bat now, and he's going to go to right field. Ball comes into Mowell, so Hare's on base with a single. And that's going to bring up Tommy Hess.
Tom's struggling tonight there at the plate.
Yeah, he is a little bit. Just getting under the ball, popping it up as that ball goes out.
Able to break through in a good time, though, here in this 7th inning.
To Madison.
So the East can score until the West gets 3 outs on them.
So Hess singles, and that's going to bring up Jerry Hall. 1 down, 2 men on. 4 runs across the plate here in this open 7th inning. Hall, he's going to single to left. Albano picking up the ball. 1 run's going to score. It's going to be Hare. Hess stops at second. So Hare scores all the way from first base, showing his speed. And Jerry's going to be held at first base, and that's going to bring up Gary Silvera. So 5 runs now, breaking a 10-10 tie. 15-10 in favor of your East team. Oh, Silvera takes the killer strike right in front of the plate as that ball bounces right in the front. No chance to swing at that. JR's specialist at that. As Silvera, he'll go out to left field. Hess rounding third. The throw to home. Not in time. The ball gets past catcher Gross as Hall comes into third base. So Hall taking advantage of the missed throw. Silvera will go over to second, and Hess will score from second base. So another run scores for the East, and the wheels are starting to come off here for the West team as Don Heffern steps up to the plate.
Yeah, definitely taking advantage of this open inning, putting up 6 runs.
Off the glove of Madison, Hall's going to score. Silvera's going to score. Heffron in with the triple. And sometimes that's all it takes is a little play, and I'm referring back to the non-strikeout of Jimmy Keck, which kind of threw everybody into a little state of unbelievability. And ever since that happened, the East team has gone on a tear here with a home run and 4 base hits. And it keeps on going as the ball comes off McKenzie's glove. Heffron's going to score, and Gilbo is going to get on first base. So the East team in danger of batting around, Allen, here in the 7th inning. Not a good sign for the West team.
Yeah, the East doing exactly what they wanted to, putting up 9 runs here, almost matching their total for the entire game.
As Jim Ahrens steps to the plate now, Gilbo on first. Ahrens up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. No runs will score on that particular hit as Gilbo moves into second. Ahrens motors to first, and that's going to bring up Rich Ramirez for the 2nd time in the 7th inning. So they have batted around here in the 7th, an open inning with only 1 down. Rich pops it up. This one's going to fall, though. No, it's a great catch by Jeff Rice, and they're going to throw back for the double play on Gilbo. So what a play by Jeff Rice at shortstop as he traveled out there. Must have been at least 20, 30 feet.
Yeah, he's been covering a lot of territory tonight. Earlier in the ballgame, he went chasing for a foul ball way over by that fence. Covered territory right there and getting the West out of the inning right when they needed to.
We'll see it again right here as the pop-up looks like it's going to fall in. They're playing him deep.
There goes Rice all the way over from shortstop. See the hat going to come off right there. He calls for that ball, extends out with that left arm to make the catch.
Stops, and Dominic says go back to second.
Yeah, guns it down over there.
Big throw.
They're going to catch it right there.
And they just tag out Gilbo as he comes back. Jimmy Mao applying the tag. So unbelievable double play to end the inning. Just what they needed.
But the West does have their work cut out for them as they got to take advantage of the open inning as well. As they need 10 runs if they want to win this contest.
So that would be the 3rd out, and that would be the 2nd out right there. And my scorebook is all messed up as we go into batting around the order, and that'll be the 8th inning if we need that. But we may not need that now as the East has put themselves in a big position to win this game. Batted over to Jerry Hall, picks it up, throw, guns him down! Oh my, Jerry Hall with a big play from third base as he guns down Jerry Schwartz on the throw over to Tom Hess. Big stretch by Tom. Efren Ortiz punching him out there at first base right on top of that play. Big play. Pop up now to Jim Keck, recipient of a non-strikeout call. And 2 down here just like that, Allen, and they're down to the bottom of the order. Jimmy Mowell, the batter for the West team. Jimmy takes ball 1 inside.
Yeah. So we saw a close game all the way throughout, but then the East finally got that momentum swing that both teams have been looking for the entire way.
Well, believe me, I've seen it so many times here. That's what makes softball so exciting. As Jim's going to start things going here with a base hit right to the right-hand side, giving the West team a little bit of life here as they go to the top of the order now, and up comes big Dominic Albano. So the West team in a good position now. They have 2 outs, but they have the top of the order coming up to bat as Dominic will slap this one past Hess. He's going to go around first. Mal's going to come all the way into third base and hold up there. He's going to round. He's going to look. He's going to round. He's going to go back because Ahrens has got the ball, and he's going to throw him out. So Mal advances to third. Albano goes to first on the singles. Brings up Rick Gross. Home run, fly out, and a ground out as Ramirez throws that sneaky little pitch on the inside, hits on the corner of the edge of the plate for strike 2. Ramirez throws him some junk, high and short. He loves to do that on the second pitch if he gets a strike on you. I hate it when he does it. Ramirez again. This time it's going to be hit out to Hare. He's going to be on his horse, and he's going to record the final out of the game as Gross flies out to Hare for out number 3. And an exciting game that we saw here, Alan, in the 50 to 59-year-old All-Star portion of the Senior All-Star games.
Yeah, and that line score from the 7th inning, that was the decider. All tied up. East broke through with the bat, got the momentum they needed. They come out the winner tonight, and they got the bragging rights.
Well, the 7th inning started with Rich Ramirez, Tony Clark, and Tom Vick, which is the bottom of the order. That's a pretty strong bottom of the order, if you ask me. Any one of those guys bats up higher than that on their respective teams. But it was the non-strikeout of Jim Keck that would have given them 2 outs there at the top of the order after they already had 1 out by Tony Clark. That could have closed it out. Jim Richards comes on and hits a home run.
Yeah, that kind of started the hitting. Then that kind of started the hitting brigade for them. Jim Richards caught fire right there. Then the rest of the lineup for a while caught fire as well.
Right, Hare singled, Hess singled, Hall singled, Silvera singled, Heffern hit the triple, and by that time the wheels had come off for the West team, and the East team on its way to a 9-run 7th inning as they win the game 19-10 in the final 7th inning.
Yeah, what a game out here. A couple great contests right here between the Senior All-Stars, 60 and over, then the 50 to 59. Closer game in this one for most of the way.
It was a great game and a great day of softball out here as we got to see some of the best players in the association come out and show their skills, and just another reason why if you have the opportunity and are inclined to come on out come out here and play with us here in Penn Valley. It's always a lot of fun and a great group of guys, and as we could see tonight, some great level of softball play that we saw.
Yeah, and as the sun sets down here in Penn Valley, so is my time for a while. Last telecast for a long time.
The sun sets on Alan Barros. That's right. 2 years joining us, of course, as our announcer intern from Nevada Union, and actually the first announcer intern that we've ever had here. And I have to say that it's been quite an enjoyable experience for all of us to mentor you on your way up there, starting from the very beginning when you were just doing stats and had the googly eyes.
Yeah, hopefully I'm getting a little bit better at that.
And finally to your progression to color, and then even did some games by yourself this year.
Yeah, a couple of those baseball games.
So great progression, and of course we wish you all the best as you go on to UNR and all of your announcing careers, and I know you'll keep in touch with us and come back and visit us.
Yep.
And do some more play-by-play here on the Game of the Week.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll try to make it back to do some games along the way. And of course, yeah, school does get out actually in early May there, so maybe I'll be back for the end of baseball season depending on what I decide to do or whatever.
More Little League. All right, so final score here was the East, taking it to the West, 19-10, as we take a look at the sky camera there, way up on the crane. Happy to bring you coverage of tonight's All-Star game, and of course the NorCal Game of the Week. This portion of the All-Star game has been underwritten by Hanson Brothers Construction and HB Reynolds. Hanson family happy to support this year's Senior All-Star telecast.
By Mel Paint and Glass. Jim Mao is proud to play in this Gold Country Senior Softball All-Star game.
And by the Gold Country Senior Softball Association. They hope you've enjoyed tonight's telecast featuring the best softball players in the county.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. The Hauser family are longtime Penn Valley residents and support senior softball.
And, of course, by the Union newspaper and the Wildwood Independent. Both of those publications salute the character of adult recreation sports.
Frank Casparian Tax Service. Frank Casparian congratulates the first half champion Tax Busters team.
Yeah, they're taxing all right. Stookie Jewelers. Stookie Jewelers proud to sponsor a team, and of course Swarthout playing in the senior softball game tonight. Thanks a lot to Jim Arbaugh and everybody at Stookie's for helping us out with this telecast.
Gallup Construction Incorporated. Greg Gallup is proud to be a member of the Senior Softball Association in Penn Valley.
Yeah, he is, and has a great team also. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, the sun won't set on us as we begin our 10th year of football coverage. Remember, football is back starting on September 2nd. It'll be Bear River and Nevada Union tune-up scrimmage. We'll have all the action and, of course, the unveiling of the brand-new Hooper Stadium coming to you on September 8th as Atwater visits the new and improved Hooper Stadium and the new turf field now in its final stages of construction up there at the school. Of course, they got a brand new gymnasium, brand new gym floor, brand new bleachers, so it's going to be some great telecasts. Thanks for joining us each and every week here on your NorCal Game of the Week. Sports coverage you can see nowhere else in the foothills, and we sure are happy to bring it to you. And like I said, starting our 10th year in doing so. So for those of you that have watched all 1,200 games, thank you very much.
Yeah, my dad was actually telling me the turf is actually supposed to be delivered at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning.
I've been watching it on the turf cam, and looks like everything's ready to go. They're ready to slap it down.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see next year.
Well, it's going to be really fun to see, and a big thank you to our crew tonight covering this game. This will be our final telecast of the summer as we prepare for football. And, of course, our executive producer has been myself, Gil Dominguez. Thank you for tuning in each and every week to our Game of the Week.
Director Amori Horn.
Amore, that's right. Titles and replay back from his Mexican vacation, Brandon Duckett.
I want to buy a CD.
And farewell to Alan Barros, our intern announcer tonight, Gil Dominguez and Alan Barros. Alan, thanks a lot for joining us.
Yep. Camera operators Daniel Allen, Daniel Langley, and Chris Glass.
And office manager is Patty Costa.
Pre-production manager Terry Hicklin.
And technical engineer Paula Mikowski.
Touchdown accounting, Aero Business Solutions.
As we take a look at Daniel Langley there, remote facilities courtesy of the Commander.
Commander maintenance, of course, always done by the great folks at Plaza Tire and Auto Service.
There's the Commander right here at Gateway Park. Of course, check out our broadcast times and read all about this at the Union, or come by and visit us down at the office. We're in the Brunswick Basin, or go see us on the web. We're always there for you. So, we'll wrap it up here, say goodbye to Alan Barros, and let you know that you've been watching exclusive coverage of the Gold Country Senior Softball Association on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.